Yeah. We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rough. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef, I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. Yeah. We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rough. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's going on, Prize Fighter?
Yo, what's good? What's good, MarkyDan, my guy? We in here.
Yeah, man, I'm blessed. I see we got Uncle Shelton right here.
Yeah.
How you
What's
doing,
up,
Uncle?
fellas? What's going on, fellas?
Shout out, Sheldon. What's going on with you?
Man, blessed to be alive. We just closed out another football year.
Yes,
Actually,
we did.
we got spring. We got spring football coming up. Actually, yeah,
Yes,
we got
we do.
spring
March
football.
30th, bro. March 30th. Can't wait.
Yep. But we got this boxing to talk about, man. Where y'all want to start?
Well, nothing was happening. The only thing I can think about talking about is O'Shaquie Foster this weekend and Abraham Supernova.
We'll break that down, Shelton.
I think it's a good fight. I don't think Nova is active enough. I think O'Shaquie wins a unanimous decision. I don't think O'Shaquie stops him, but he wins a unanimous decision.
Yeah, I think O'Shaquie, he's cut from a different cloth.
Yeah.
The way how he dominated and outclassed Ray Vargas, and then in this other fight against Rocky Hernandez, where he was down on all the cards, he had to go back to the well and he had to pull it out somehow, some way. So
with a
he's
knockout.
one of them dudes I keep my eye on. Yep.
Yeah, knockout at the 12th, bro.
He had to pull that shit out the fire.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That was savage right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got JoJo fighting Thursday, though. JoJo Diaz fights Thursday. I don't know who he's fighting. He's fighting somebody.
Yeah, I'm not.
Is he fighting Kid Austin?
JoJo Diaz.
No, I don't think so.
He ain't fighting Kid Austin.
I heard Kid Austin is falling out Williams and Faded too, but talking about the lightweights. Talking about the lightweights. Shakur Stevenson re-signed the Top Rank.
No shit. Did you think he would do otherwise?
I don't know. Like Shakur, I mean, yes, like the business itself. Looking at it, he had no other choice. Like,
Where else is he gonna get
where was he
15
going to
million?
go? That exactly. Top rank offers him stability for the next 5 years.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know if he signed it already. He signed it. Did he sign it today?
Yeah.
He was talking about it last time. I don't
You
know
could
if
get
he.
a Navarrete fight for that belt. Then you could turn around and get a Lomachenko fight.
Prize
Boom.
fighter.
That's two fights. That's two fights off the deal right there.
Prize fighter. Who else is gonna give Shakur Stevenson $15 million? You tell me.
I said that yesterday. I said, where else is he going to go? Where is he? There's nothing else he can really do. I asked. I explained. I said that to homie D3. Shout out to him in the chat. It's the same thing. Where is he going? Because after his last performance, nobody's gonna want to give him that kind of money. But I mean, I don't know if I'd have locked myself down for 5 years. You know, that's crazy.
He can go to PBC for 10.
He think he Devin Haney. That's the problem.
He ain't gonna get.
You think he can move between networks and shit?
Well, Devin can move around, so and he'll be the A side anyway. So it don't matter.
Because Devin established that he established that for himself by not ever signing a deal and being a free agent his whole career. You know what I'm saying? He went with the Zone for a little 3-fight deal, but it was a co-promotion. Am I right, Marky?
Yep.
He always established this, kept his flexibility where he could get out anytime he wanted.
But I just think it's another just another case of Shakur Stevenson being caught in another lie, or excuse me, just capping, talking about free agency season and all this other shit. Bob Arab said, absolutely not, son. You're going to come back here. You're going to fight Navarrete. You're going to fight Lomachenko.
Is he going to get
to the mother fight.
I don't know.
Of course he
move
will.
Up fight PO. Yeah, of course he will. Of
course he's giving those fights. Lomachenko's not a hot commodity anymore. Navarrete is the champion, but he's not undefeated. And ain't nobody really checking for Navarrete like that. So,
yeah.
You know.
And they're going to move up. They're going to make the TO fight.
Isn't Navarrete moving up in weight?
Yeah, so.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Who gives a fuck?
Nobody cares about Navarrete, bro. I mean, it's just
I care about him. I ain't gonna say that.
I like him. I'm saying boxing heads like us, we like to watch him fight. We love the guy. But in the mainstream public, Navarrete ain't moving no needles, bro.
None of them is, to be honest. Shakur, none of them fighters you just named for him to fight is moving any needles. None of them.
Right. Devin ain't moving no needles. Let's be honest.
That's cap.
Devin ain't moving no needles, man.
But Shakur, he gonna have a machine behind him. He gonna have ESPN.
Devin is one.
He still ain't moving no needles, bro. People still don't know who he is, man. The thing is, with Devin, what moves the needle with Devin is he's not popular, but Devin brings you credibility because Devin is a proven commodity.
Devin is one of the hottest boxers out right now. He's one of the most talked about boxers.
This fight right here is going to introduce Devin to a pay-per-view audience. But he needs to come through and show out. He needs to stop Ryan Garcia, or at the very least, just beat his motherfucking ass and show the difference between the two of them.
You know how you be watching a football game or a basketball game, and it'll be at the ticker at the bottom, and you'll see WBC orders Usyk and Fury or some shit like that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? WBC says Canelo Alvarez has to fight such and such and this, that, or something like. You don't see that for Devin Haney. You never see Devin Haney's name anywhere.
That's cap.
That's not true.
Where did you see it? Tell me when you seen it.
All over YouTube. Where boxing.
That's
YouTube.
Boxing, that's YouTube.
Okay. No. But I've seen Haney versus Cambosis.
Let me address that. It does mean something.
Yeah.
You see them all on YouTube because boxing media is ran on YouTube, not Rick Glazers and all them people that be making live.
I'm not talking about Rick Glazer, bro. I'm talking about mainstream media. I'm talking about Fox, ESPN. I'm talking about people that move the needle on Fox, ESPN.
But yeah, I've seen, and I'm almost 1,000,000% certain that Haney and Cambosis was on there, on one of them little strips of information or whatever.
That fight was. Now, if Haney was fighting,
when Haney became undisputed, he definitely was on a ticker.
Well, Haney
But
Garcia is probably gonna be on one of them little strips too, Uncle Sheldon. So
we'll
Haney's
see.
only elevating. Come on now.
We will see because I'm watching it every day. You know, I watch my Speak for Yourself and all that shit every day. So I'll be looking.
For yourself, what's that?
Yeah, pivoting over to Haney and Ryan Garcia. What did y'all make of the whole confrontation this past weekend?
Bullshit. That shit was
Yeah, that was trash.
That was some clown shit. But they did it at the right. They did it at the right point, though, the right place and the right time. It was Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas, so that was good. That might get some buzz drummed up for the fight.
Ryan Garcia, he just say the weirdest shit, and he's do the weirdest shit.
He's from Victorville.
And then Dev is like,
if you ever been to California, if you ever been to Los Angeles and you go to Victorville, you'll see what I'm talking about. The dude's from the fucking country, man. He's from the nerd.
And then Dev is like, you could tell he wasn't even up for it. Then he's talking about you're really whack. You're whack.
You're whack.
You're whack.
You're whack. You're whack.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Haney and Regis, that shit was real though. I fuck with Dev there. That was some intensity.
I'll say again though, for real. I'll say again, they did it at the right place at the right time. Las Vegas Super Bowl weekend. They did it at the right place, right time. So maybe that'll draw up some interest for the fight. Maybe.
No, they wanted a viral moment.
I don't know what rock you living under. That fight is going to do well. Devin Haney is one of the most popular fighters right now. I don't know what you have against him, but you obviously.
I don't have nothing against Devin Haney. I just paid money to go see him beat up Regis, so I don't have nothing against him.
Cool. Yeah, we all bought the pay-per-view. I'm just saying.
No, I flew to Frisco. I went to Frisco and watched the fight.
Even better.
Yeah, so I don't have nothing against Devin. I just know what it is.
I ain't paid for the pay-per-view. Shit.
No, I'm thinking that this fight with him and Ryan, it was anywhere between 5 and 7. Anywhere between 5 and 7. It might. I'm looking more towards the 550 range.
I mean, that's a lot.
I think if they keep up with this whole heated intensity build up, I think that it could reach 1 million. I really think so. But Ryan Garcia has that type of connection.
Yeah, Ryan got a fan base now. Ryan do got a fan base. I will give him that. He do have.
Where were they at in his last fight? Because they wasn't there.
If you connect them to the correct dance partner, they all come.
Yeah, they coming.
He got real fans. They would have showed up to his last fight, but they didn't. So I mean,
nobody was paying the money they was asking for them tickets, man.
Ryan Garcia, he hasn't done anything without Tank Davis. He hasn't even been on pay-per-view without Tank Davis. So I don't know what.
So you said the whole 1.2 million people bought the pay-per-view for Tank Davis?
The majority of them did, absolutely, yes.
No.
Tank got more fans than Ryan Garcia. Just because you
got because Tank had never done anything over 250 without Ryan. Tank had never done anything over 250 without Ryan.
Has never been on pay-per-view.
So you go from 250 to 1.2?
He never been on pay-per-view without Tank, period. That doesn't make any sense. And
what you mean? You telling me
ain't been on pay-per-view.
You telling me that 1 million people decided to buy that pay-per-view just because of Tank Davis?
I didn't say
Ryan has to do with it. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're telling me.
Tank had, yes, I'm telling you that Javante had the more of the fans for sure. Yes, absolutely, because it shows. Because Javante Davis can fight on pay-per-view, and Ryan Garcia can't. He can fight anybody on pay-per-view, and people gonna buy it. Ryan can't, or he would have fought that last bull on pay-per-view.
We'll see. We'll see how this one does. We'll see who has the fan base. We all know Tank is supposedly the A side, the bona fide superstar, supposedly. So we'll see. We'll see how this shit turns out.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Marky. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I was saying, you saying 1 million niggas showed up for that pay-per-view when Bud Crawford and Earl Spence only did 700,000. That's bullshit, guys.
I said
that's bullshit.
I didn't say 1 million.
He said the majority of the people who bought the pay-per-view bought it to see Tank. That's what he said, MarkyDan.
Yes.
Well, 1 million is a majority, but okay, let's say 700,000 or 800,000.
I ain't gonna say that. I'll say because I'm looking at it from the fact that Tank had never did more than 250 without Ryan, and then with Ryan he just 1.2 million.
But Ryan never did nothing without Tank. Ryan did nothing without Tank, nothing, and he still had it.
And then he goes from nothing to 1.2 million.
So Matt, okay, well Jerry Cooney, I don't think they ever had Jerry Cooney in a big stadium before Larry Holmes.
Yeah,
that don't fucking matter. It's still you put him with the right dance partner. It's a huge event.
Right, he fought the right dance partner. He fought. Remember, Marky, he fought Ken Norton in Madison Square Garden before the Holmes fight.
That's true, yeah, but again, that's really the right dance partner.
I really don't care about none of that old stuff. I'm talking about right now, 2024. I don't care about that old stuff.
No, but Jerry Cooney and Ryan Garcia, they're very similar if you think about it. Neither of them ever did shit, but they had they were tapped into a huge casual audience.
Oh hell yeah, that was white versus black.
Yep.
So you got Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia. Nobody.
Hold on. How many? Oh, my bad, Prize. My bad.
Nobody was even thinking about Ryan Garcia like that until he got in there with Tank. The majority of them people that tuned in were the majority of Tank fans, and the rest were casuals. That's what happened. The Instagram star was fighting. A couple 100,000 showed up. The majority, the bulk of the people came for Tank. Because Ryan Garcia hasn't done nothing. He like his last fight didn't do nothing.
Who was he fighting? Do you know the dude's name?
Right? How many pay-per-views did Tank sell against Hector Garcia? No, a lot of people didn't know who he was, but he moved numbers. He sold
200,000.
He sold more pay-per-views than Ryan Garcia did.
Well, actually, I don't even know if that's true.
Yeah, because I didn't pay for that shit.
That's a fact.
I didn't pay for it. I didn't pay for that shit.
I don't even really like arguing with people. I mean, I don't know. I ain't gonna say that. What you got?
Either which one? That's Henry Garcia.
That's just like that other shit, that Thurman and Barrio shit. I didn't watch that. I watched football then. I didn't watch that
shit. Marky, what you got next, cuz? Moving right along.
What was the next topic we had? Hold on.
Put a list up. What about damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Name from Baltimore. Tank Davis turns down Conor Ben's $15 million offer.
Yeah.
What do y'all have to say about that?
You said what? He did what now?
After he called out Conor Ben. What you say?
We said he did what? He turned down the offer?
Yeah, Eddie Hearn.
Somebody has to get their audio together. Somebody's audio's got a lot of feedback in it.
You hear? That's probably me. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You say you turned it down?
Basically, Eddie Hearn made an offer to Tank Davis on behalf of Conor Ben for a fight. It was $15 million, and he turned 50? That shit down.
You 15. Say 50? 15.
15.
It wasn't 15.
Or 10. They said between 10 and 15.
He said between 10 and 15. That ain't no goddamn offer. We don't know if it's gonna be 10 or if it's gonna be 15. That ain't no goddamn offer. That's like saying I'm gonna give you 1 or 2 chances to make this daggone shot. Am I gonna get 1 or am I gonna get 2? Which one am I getting? There ain't no damn offer.
I felt like the fight was.
I mean, you don't know the exact number, but Tank Davis and Eddie Hearn probably do.
No, Tank Davis don't know the exact number because he said between 10 and 15.
Who, Conor Ben?
That's what Eddie Hearn said. That's what Eddie Hearn said. He said he can make.
Well, that's probably the number Eddie Hearn wants the public to know. He don't want them to know the exact number they're giving Tank Davis. No, you already know how them PBC niggas act.
He said he can make upwards between 10 and 15. That's what he said. Upwards.
But was that fight ever really gonna happen though?
No, Tank
I
already
mean,
said no.
no.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
Tank already said no. It's not happening.
It wasn't gonna happen from the get go.
He was doing that just to let Devin Haney know that he was still the boss. You ain't getting no fight, and if I want to fight, that's basically what he was doing.
That's some weirdo shit, bro.
Oh, well, but what y'all was talking about earlier, right before I got up here, if this pay-per-view doesn't do at least 500K, then we all know that it was all Tank.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good point.
Yep.
I think it was all Tank anyway. I ain't saying Ryan didn't show up with no fans. Y'all don't make it sound like he had 50,000 people. He probably had 100, 200,000, but the rest of them was Tank people. Period. The numbers show it. I mean, he's been on pay-per-view multiple times.
I heard.
So you saying Tank showed up with 1 million people?
No, I heard Sheldon say.
I didn't say 1 million.
No, the thing is, you got to
remember.
Saying
Ryan only showed up with 200,000, Prize?
Couple 100,000 people.
No, you got to understand that Tank has never been in a big fight. According to a lot of people, they thought this was a big fight. So we don't know what Tank would do if he's in a big fight. This is the first time, quote unquote, he was in a big fight. So he might do this every time he's in a big fight. We don't know.
Nah, because Subriel Matias does not have a big casual audience behind him. So if he fought him, he's not doing 1.2 million buys, even though that's a big fight.
How do you
That's
know
what I was
that?
gonna ask you. That's what I was going to
I
ask
don't
you.
think the Devin Haney fight is doing 1.2 million buys either.
You don't
Matias
believe?
versus Tank does 1.2 million free in your opinion?
I don't know what it would do. I just said we don't know what Tank would do because this is the first fight that it was a big fight, and I don't know if Subriel Matias is a bigger fight than Ryan Garcia. I don't know if that's a bigger.
It's definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh.
Now, if he was in there, if he was in there with somebody like a Devin Haney or Shakur or Loma, I mean, he probably do 1.5, 1.4 or more. We don't know. As I said, we don't know what he would do in a big fight because this was the first quote unquote big fight that he was in.
And he showed up and showed out.
I think he would do big numbers with Devin. I don't know about the other guys. I think he'd do big numbers with Devin.
I don't know. Shakur got a fan base too. He got a fan base too. His fan base about just as big as Devin. It's about just as big as Devin.
What you say, BVO?
I said Ryan sold that fight. Y'all going crazy. That was
Ryan sold that fight, but he barely made $1 million on his live gate, but he sold that fight. Okay.
Yeah, that's what gets me
free. Everybody's not making $1 million on no pay-per-view show. He's not even from Houston and made it.
Devin Haney and Devin Haney.
No, you said everybody does what?
I said everybody's not doing that. Everybody's not having $1 million gate. That's rare.
No, I said $1 million. I said if that was Ryan Garcia, he just came off of the biggest fight of the year. The biggest fight of the year. You go from having a $23 million live gate to having barely $1 million. Like he was literally 17,000 away from not being $1 million.
So who was the nigga he was fighting again? Who did he fight again?
I mean, Oscar Duarte, but maybe that was just a stay busy fight before he had a big pay-per-view event free.
Before this fight, who knew Oscar Duarte on the panel? Who knew him?
No,
I had no clue who the fuck he was when they were fighting.
Before Tank fought Pitbull Cruz, who knew about Pitbull Cruz?
Yeah. Motherfuckers still don't know him.
Who knew about
that event? People said that event did 50K on pay-per-view.
They still don't know him, free.
Huh?
They still
people
don't know
said that event did 50K.
Yeah, you can say they still don't know. But he did it. He broke a record when he fought Pitbull Cruz.
What record did he break?
He broke the $5 million live gate at the Brockade. I think that was the Brockade.
That was at Barclays?
No, that was the Staples.
That's at Staples Center. Yeah, because I remember I was watching the Chargers and the fucking Chiefs.
Was it the last fight in Staples? It was the last sporting event.
Hold on.
No, that's the last one that was called Staples.
No way. So wait, what was Oscar versus Shane Mosley?
He did do a $5 million live gate though. He did do a $5 million. He did a $5 million live gate at that one too. Because the last 3 fights before he fought Ryan Garcia, he did at least a $5 million live gate, at least.
Okay.
And those are facts you can go look up.
And people didn't know who Pitbull Cruz was. So y'all saying don't nobody know who Duarte is? Nobody knew who Pitbull Cruz was.
Right. Nobody. For us. We was the only ones that knew Pitbull Cruz. And when we heard about him, we was just like, whatever. Get him in there. And he got punished with one hand. So Tank Davis, to me, I'll stand on what I'm saying. He brought the bulk of the fans to the Ryan Garcia fight.
Yeah, I believe he did, because like I said, we don't know what he does in big fights, because this was quote unquote the first big fight that he was in.
Right. And he cashed out. And again, he can get Hector Garcia in there, do numbers. You know what I'm saying? People say, well, it only did this amount of pay-per-view. How much is he charging for the pay-per-view? So people like the pocket watch, he bought the majority of the fans to the
we don't like the pocket watch. You niggas like to flaunt it in our face. He's the face of boxing. He's the biggest pay-per-view side. He's the A side of all A sides and all this shit. That's what you niggas like to do.
When I say you, I'm not talking about the people on the panel. I'm talking to the people that might not be informed of what's going on.
Okay.
Not
I'm about
us,
to say. I ain't get shit from that motherfucker, so I don't give a fuck what he made.
No, you gotta understand that he is the face of boxing, because people are sitting here asking every live stream, when is Tank coming back to the ring?
Yeah,
no, I don't care what live stream you go to. Everybody's talking about when Tank coming back to the ring.
Yeah, it's niggas that got built their whole platform talking about Tank every day for the last month.
I asked with.
Damn.
No, he's the face of boxing.
Shots fired.
Every day for the last month. It's like, God damn, y'all niggas ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, and it's just, hey, Shelton, it's something like them Bud channels that's out of business right now. They got tons of subscribers.
Grandpa, that's a shot, nigga.
Whole shit on Bud Smith, yep. Everything on Bud Smith, yep.
And now they channels is out of business because they can't.
They ain't got shit else to talk about.
That was a shot. Y'all missed that. Y'all missed that. Sheldon smart dude. He just threw a shot. That brother said
that was a crazy shot. Yeah, that's what I said. Pop, 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 pop. Shots fired.
No, I'm just saying. Goddamn. It's okay. Cool. We talking about him right now, but we talk about the whole spectrum.
Hey, Shelton, I'm about to be like Mike Tyson. Name the name. Name that. Don't do that.
No, I'm just saying. We talk about the whole spectrum of boxing. We talk about old school boxing. We talk about the fights that's coming up, the fights that's gonna happen, that could happen. These niggas talk about Tank. It's like, God damn, man.
We're the media. He's the face of boxing, bro. So just like when Canelo was running shit, everybody talking about Canelo every damn day.
Exactly.
I got tired about damn Canelo.
That's how you know who's the face of boxing. When you see panels talking about him every day.
We say BVO.
I said the funny thing is this, man, Sheldon. It's like you put a video out on like certain boxers, it don't do nothing. You say something about Tank, you say something about Shakur, you say something about Tio. It's going
the algorithm. Something. The algorithm jump. That's what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
I mean, that's a fact too.
It does.
I ain't never been no hater, cuz I can't knock the hustle. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been no hater. Can't knock it.
I'm not saying you're a hater. I'm just giving you an idea why you see how it is, because the algorithm control way more than people think, man. Like,
BVO is just not the algorithm. He's the face of boxing more than the algorithm.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I got a different outlook on these fighters. As from the daggone show that Rachel did yesterday when she was talking.
Oh, she did a show yesterday?
She talked about managers' contracts.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's a standard contract that most fighters get for their managers, and in that contract, it says if a manager doesn't want the fight, the manager don't have to take the fight. The fighter can want the fight. Like, it's stuff in there that the managers can do that the boxers has no say so whatsoever. I was like,
and that's why they be. And that's why they be hating on them donaires, because they be exposing the real deal. You know
she's doing a whole series. I think next
bro.
week she's supposed to be doing promotional contracts, and then she's going to be doing the fighters contracts when they actually do a fight. It's a whole series that she's doing.
Rachel Donaire.
So Rachel's putting it out there, huh?
Shout out to
Yeah,
her.
but that was on BF. It wasn't on her channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she doing a whole series.
That was when I heard she was doing that, I said, "Oh yeah, it's gonna get ugly now."
No, but like I said,
shadow ban that.
No, when she did that, no, that joint it opens your eyes to a lot of stuff. You got to look at these fighters a little bit different and be like, hold up, it's not always a duck, because when she was saying this is a standard contract, and then they said it's like if a fighter is about to get out the contract and you get moved into the top 100. It extends your contract for 2 more years. And if you get a title shot when you're at the end of that 2 years, it extends your contract for another 2 years.
Like Bob Arum. Bob Arum been doing that from the beginning of time, bro.
Who the fuck would sign something like? You got to be a dumb motherfucker to sign some shit like that.
But some people don't know.
Yeah, that's a little contract.
Like it's a manager contract, so a lot of times these fighters don't know to get a lawyer and have a lawyer look at the contract, and then other times it's the promotional company that can hire a manager for you. So you thinking your promotional company is going to look out for you, and that's what she says in it. She said a lot of times these fighters think that their promotional company is going to look out for them, and they're signing a contract. And in there they said that the manager can take your check, the check that you get for the fight. The check is the manager can sign the check himself, put it in his bank account, and then give you your money.
This young man has nobody. Yeah, go ahead, BVO.
Shout out to my man Ja. Me and a friend of mine are trying to help Ja take that next level, and become pro. And you wouldn't believe some of the shit in these contracts they were trying to have my man sign, bro.
No, and it's like, he might want to holler at Rachel. He might want to holler at Rachel.
Let me tell you a funny story. So he's 21. He just turned 21 4 months ago. We went. I ain't gonna name the little spot that was trying to sign him. It's a smaller place that works with a bigger place, and they wanted to put this man on a 10-fight deal at 21. I said, "Are you out of your mind? 21? They want to put him on a 10-fight deal? You got to be
for how much?
Man.
For how much?
No, we weren't even talking about no 6 figures, man.
Don't put job business, personal business.
No, I'm not putting this business on. I'm saying this is per fight.
10-fight deal. That's crazy.
But this is the problem. Hold on. Oh, go ahead.
It'll be somewhere around 5 figures a fight.
But the thing is, with him being an amateur right now, going into the pros, technically, I ain't gonna hold you. A 10-fight deal ain't too bad. And the reason I say it is because if you fighting with the right program or the right company, the right promotional brand, then like a Top Rank, at least they're going to keep you active. And when you're a young fighter, you got to stay active so you can kind of build your resume so you can get those championship fights later, unless you just had a crazy amateur career or was an Olympian or something like that. Because we see multiple times fighters look at and shout out to Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr., this man, he's still young, you know what I'm saying? But he got 25 fights and he still ain't been placed and matched in a position to be a champion yet. And so
he's got that many fights already?
Yeah, something like that. And so when you look at that type of deal, a 10-fight deal really isn't that bad. Simply only if you're getting 3 to 4 fights a year. That's when it's not that bad, because that's technically a 2-year deal, 2.5-year deal. You know what I'm saying? So, but you got to be getting fights once every 3 months for it really to pay off for you.
They got to look at those manager contracts, because when she was breaking that joint down, I know you was there, Dub. When she was breaking that joint down, she was talking about how the split is and the
It was
percentage.
disgusting. It was disgusting.
These fighters might start off with say they're getting $1 million. By the time everything is said and done, they might walk away with like 300,000.
Yeah, that's on the higher end of it. It may be less than that. You know what I'm saying?
Might owe. You might owe by the time it's over with.
Say that again.
Hey, look. What my man Steve Austin used to say, GTA, nigga, don't trust anybody.
Hey,
no, and that's 300,000 before they even do the taxes on it. That's before taxes.
No.
Check this out.
Taxes come out that original number. Taxes come out that number.
They do the taxes on the gross, not the net. They do the taxes on the gross.
But what I'm saying
so if you only got 300,000 and they taxing you on the $1 million you're supposed to make, guess where your $300,000 going?
The taxes.
No, the 300,000 is going to be lower than that. It's not even going to be 300,000.
You're going to owe.
When I'm saying the 300,000, she was just saying the percentage that was going out to everybody you got to pay before. That's what I'm saying. Before she even did the taxes.
And then you look at somebody like the core. You look at because according to her, they said the promotional company can end it at the max. I think she said 33 1/3. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got your manager, they can take what 20% damn near. You got your trainer taking 10%, and the trainer being higher. I'm like, bro,
actually that 33 1/3 was actually 43 1/3 because they get an extra 10% for finding the fight.
Look at that.
They take all the money. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. It should be a crime.
Now when you hear some of these fighters, when you hear fighters turn down a fight because of the money, now you got to look at it and be like, hold up, do they got that kind of manager contract that we saw Rachel display? Because she said that's a standard contract. That's a standard contract that a lot of these boxers have.
And then you got like Bob Arum when T.O. tried to run off the Triller. And then the zone ended up picking up. Bob still got like 600,000 off that joint. You know, I was like, God, Bob ain't even.
And that's the thing, the promoter.
Shout out to the Bob.
But that's why I always say when you look at how Devin did it and how he has his own promotional company, so he gets a piece of the promotional piece as well as his purse, and then has his father as his manager. They kind of keeping their money in house. They trying to keep their money in house.
They ain't trying. They keeping that money in the house because them Haney's are living real good.
That's why I said no, because she was saying that the managers could turn down the fight, even though the fighter want the fight. The manager might say, "Look, I'm not getting enough money off
Bob Arum did. Bob Arum said it in front of our faces that he killed the fight between Pacquiao and Crawford because he didn't want to see Pacquiao get killed.
He said because they said if the managers say, "Look, I'm not getting a big enough split, like a big enough. If my split is not big enough, they could say, you know what, we don't want this fight."
Yeah, they can manipulate things. They definitely can. I think it's disgusting.
No, it was a whole lot of stuff. I was like, damn, you gotta start looking at these fighters in a different light.
And they gonna try to take her down. They gonna try to shadow ban that because she finna. But she gotta. I don't know, boy. Man, I'm pulling for him though. I'm pulling for her for sure though. I fucks with them.
A lot of times these fighters don't be ducking. It could very well be the managers that stop.
Well, we know that though, for real. We know business of boxing. You know, the business part gets in the way of the actual fight. We already know that. But when she did, I know what you're saying because I don't think the other brothers heard the stuff like we did. They might have. I don't know, but the way she broke it down made you, like you said, look at them niggas different. You like, damn. You know what I mean?
Now we understand why Frank Martin say, man, I need a little more
For real, bro. Because
I need a little more.
Y'all need to go check it out. When she put her stuff out, boy, if y'all need to, not y'all on the panel, but y'all listening, y'all need to go educate yourselves about so you can know what you're talking about, so you can know what we talking about.
I always say one, and I hate to use this person as an example, but I use him as an example because when he finally got his chance to get on and make his money, Johnny Rice, when he got his chance, and you remember, I can quit my job now, but he got a job again. He got a job again right now.
That's crazy.
Just because you got that 6-figure payday, you don't mean that money is gonna be. That ain't a lot of money in boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of money, and especially when everybody got their hands in these. You know what I'm saying? So
you hope you got 6 figures after everybody get their part.
Right, that's a good point there, Free. I like the Ennis family too. They look like they move in their own type of way. You know what I'm saying? Once Jerron gets situated with his court stuff, which I don't think it'll be a problem for him. Once he get past that part, like he's gonna be a hot commodity on these streets.
But I seen something saying, and I don't mean to cut you off, probably. I seen something where they were saying he trying to sue Cameron Duncan now. And I'm like, well, Cameron Duncan that passed, so can you sue him? I don't even know. Can you sue somebody?
He not suing Cameron Duncan. He's suing the people that took. He's suing the people that took over. He's suing the actual promotional company.
Isn't it the daughter?
What company is it?
Boxing is Boxing Now. That's the promotional company. He's suing them. That was the company that Cameron Duncan ran, but when he passed away, somebody else took over. So they're not moving him correctly. So he's saying he's suing them.
But he's only suing for $1 million. I'm like, bro, if you're gonna sue, you need to sue somebody.
Maybe that's all.
He's just trying to get out the contract.
Maybe that's all that's left on the contract is $1 million.
He won his ticket, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I think he'll be fine. But I thought the daughter Free took over. I thought the daughter, Cameron Duncan's daughter, had something to do with it and with a dispute with her. I could be wrong, but nevertheless, he's in a situation, and I think it's not going to be as bad as we all, like some people may anticipate. I think he'll get his meal ticket. You know, Cameron Duncan passed. Showtime went out of business. There was a lot of stuff happening around the same months or a couple months apart, or whatever it was. So, you know, I think Boots will be fine. And then when he gets out and when he's on his own, you know, I think them Ennis family gonna move the way them Haney's is moving, bro.
You know, Shakur, with him re-signing with Top Rank, with 5 fights, 15 mil, right? What I'm looking for, and it's interesting because Jay Prince. We know Jay Prince getting his cut, Bob getting his cut. That right there is a problem. That's a huge problem right there when both of them getting that big of a cut that they're gonna be getting from Shakur. You know what I'm saying? So
he better start making some big fights so he can go on pay-per-view and get some back-end money.
Something.
But what is he guaranteed? 3.5 million?
No, three. If he got 5 fights for 15, that means
so when he busts it all down, he probably get like 1.4, 1.5 after all the taxes and fees and the promoters and the managers. We probably get like 1.2, 1.3 a fight. I'm hoping, man. I want him
out of the 3 million,
rich, man.
Taxes is taking 1 million of it from the beginning. That's that 33% they take.
That's the taxes in Vegas.
That's man. Well,
he's in Houston.
Well, that's
so
even better.
If you're in Houston, he better do like Earl and get some damn livestock if he knows he's smart.
And that's what I was about to say.
Whoever's telling right, Earl come from a 2-parent home and they know what they doing. That boy got livestock and them taxes is probably super low.
Well, and it just changed. You know what I'm saying? You end up getting money back from Texas. Now you still go to federal. You gonna owe the feds. But you get money back from Texas, especially with Texas being a tax-free state. And so being based out of Texas is a great thing. At the same time, like you just said, hopefully Jay Prince is giving this man advice as far as investments go and things he can write off and then be able to make money back on what he invests in versus just letting that money go away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
hopefully he's just copping like real estate. You know what I mean? Cop some just do the right things, man. Maybe talk to Floyd. I mean, there's people you can talk to. Jay Prince, you know.
What he need to do is
talk to Bud Crawford. Go talk to Bud.
What he need to do is
make some good investments on the low. Don't sleep. Regis got some good things going on behind the scenes on the low.
Hey, what he need to do is he need to save his money. He already got a house. He already got a ride. You ain't got to buy nothing else. Save your money.
You got the chains and the clothes.
Yeah,
like, cool.
you got a newborn baby. She like a year old now. You need to save your money.
Yeah. He don't need the big mansions. He got a nice crib, I'm sure. You cool right now. Just wait to level up when you in your 30s. Then you go ahead and level up again.
Especially in Texas, you know.
Texas is cheap as hell.
I was gonna say in Texas.
They telling them young boys to move out to them kind of states where them taxes. They get them
Texas and
breaks
Florida
on
is where you
taxes.
need to be. Texas and Florida, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like he could get a mansion in Texas that would normally cost probably about 5 or 6 mil. He probably can get that joint for like 1.
Yeah. Hey, look,
I
I
just
was
came
looking.
back from Dallas and it was beautiful out there. That was my third time going. The houses out there and the market is, and you can do some things out there, especially with the kind of money that they got. Like I said, Earl got them livestocks and all that, man. Earl sitting over there, he probably don't even want to fight no more.
Man, you move out to the country, you buy you some acres. You like he said, you put some livestock on them acres.
Go, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Man, you move, but this is the thing. It's crazy because what you can do in Texas, the 300,000 that you spend in California is gonna get you a 1-bedroom, maybe two a two townhouse somewhere in the suburbs. You go with 300,000 to Texas. Next thing you know, you got you a 6-bedroom, 4-bath house.
Shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, out here in DC and Maryland, 300,000 ain't getting you no house. The cheapest house out here is going for the upper 300,000. That's the cheapest house. You ain't getting no house for 300,000 unless it's a house that they just got foreclosed and they just taking the highest bidder.
And D-Free, this is why I moved. This is why I want to move back to the country and get out of Atlanta, because the townhouses that cost 300,000, 500,000 in Atlanta, that's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and where I'm from,
1,400 square foot. Niggas is crazy
man,
out here.
150,000, 200,000, then you got double what you got with that 500.
My house. I got a house in North Carolina and Jersey, and my Jersey taxes are savage, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why Jeezy said, I got so much money I could buy a Jersey home.
R.I.P.
Them taxes is crazy, man. But it is what it is, you know. I got it at the right time.
Yeah,
so
but
it's not, like some of these people mortgages is crazy.
Yeah, but with Shakur, like I mean Shakur, he gotta. I ain't gonna say what he gotta do. I hope he makes some right moves and get the right fights, because that 15 mil, 5 fights. Oh, you better hope at least one or two of them joints is on pay-per-view. You better hope one or two of them is on pay-per-view.
I think he'll elevate to where he will get to that status. He got all the equipment. You can't base his last performance. You can't say, well, his whole career is going to be trash and he's going to do that every fight.
But it's top rank though. The problem is it's top rank.
But top rank got food for him though. They got
who's the last fighter top rank put on pay-per-view? Devin Haney.
Devin Haney and Loma. That was
the last time that they even had a pay-per-view. What was their biggest pay-per-view before that? I don't even remember what their last pay-per-view before that was.
The last pay-per-view.
I said Fury and Ngannou.
I was about to say it was Fury and Wilder. No, it was Bud and Porter was the last one. Before Devin and Loma. It was Bud and Porter.
Yeah. And how long did it take for Bud to get to work his way up to that level? I believe the Bud and was the Bud and Jeff Horn fight on pay-per-view? I think it was pay-per-view.
No, that wasn't pay-per-view. That was the app. That was the app. That's when the app just came out.
Oh, that's right. You're right. So I don't know, man. I don't know. When I heard Shakur talk about it and how he was so avid about becoming a free agent, testing the market, and then he retires and then comes out and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna sign this deal with Bob. Then I'm like, well, who the hell got to you? Who talked to you?
But where's he going though? Who's
he could have went to Floyd. He could have went to Floyd.
He could have, but the landscape of boxing right now, like where's he going? But that's what my thing was. It's just a bad time for him right now. Where is he going? That's what I said on the last show, on the BVO show, and free show. Where is he going to go? Because PBC, that looks shaky over there, because what they were saying that they got like what 12 to 14 dates over there. That means
I don't know
14 fights.
No, it means 14 cards, but
it's 14. It's 14 dates with Amazon Prime. That doesn't mean that it's
14.
It doesn't mean that they don't have more
Big
dates
fights.
coming. That's just 14 dates that they put out. It could be more dates that come.
I like
out.
the way you think, Free. I like the way you think because I'm hoping too because people want there's weird fans and channels that want PBC out of boxing. I'm like, well, if that happens, then that we gonna get the less fights. So we gonna all depend on the zone and Top Rank.
The more
Be
dates,
playing
better
darts
for
and
any.
all that shit on there, and Top Rank just be putting on them crazy ass like, man.
Top Rank, dude. Hey man, I like Top Rank. I like the undercards because they put prospects on. But like you said, the more
I agree
dates
with
for
that.
any promo company, the more dates they have, the better it is for boxing. And so I'm hoping. I keep hearing that PBC they working on a second deal. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they announce it soon. And they give them some more dates because they got so many fighters over there. But Top Rank and Bob, they do a masterful. They do a masterful job at cornering the market. And look what they're doing right now at 135. Outside of Tank Davis, all the belts at 135 are going to be over there with Top Rank. And so you got Navarrete. He's gonna go in and beat respectfully. He's gonna beat that dude. I think Lomachenko beat Kambosos, and now you got Lomachenko, Shakur, and Navarrete. They hold the 4 belts at 35, and so that's kind of where the fights are.
I mean, that's what they was going to do.
Who got the 4th one?
Tank.
Yeah.
Right. Correct.
Tank
WBA.
They got the WBA. So I mean, they was gonna do that anyway because they want to try to get Loma to be undisputed. But the problem is that Loma has to face either Shakur or Tank. He's gonna have to face one of those 2 guys to become undisputed, and I don't think he'd be either one of them.
He got to face both 9 times out of 10.
Yeah,
he's gonna face one or the other because he's not gonna be either one of them.
Agree. I agree with you. I agree with that. I do agree with that. I do agree. And that's why I hope Shakur get that fight. I hope Shakur his next 2 fights end up being the winner of Navarrete Navarrete. Then he get the Lomachenko fight. At least he become a 3 belt champion. And because I don't think Tank gonna make that fight happen. You know what I'm saying? Right away. So
who's some of the prospects at 140 coming up? I'm drawing a blank right now.
You got
Tiger Johnson.
You got Hitchison. You got Tiger Johnson.
Tiger. I like that Tiger kid, man. I'll be watching his Instagram.
I mean, I said Hitchison. You got Hitchens, Tiger Johnson.
When you say prospect, do you mean prospects or contenders?
Well, okay. Let's just. I don't want to call them prospects anymore, right, Dub? The contenders. So we got.
Tiger. What happened? What happened to daggone Lee?
He was signed. Brandon Lee was signed with. He was signed over there with Cameron Duncan as well, and he started struggling in fights. And Cameron Duncan, when he see you struggling in fights, he gonna make sure that he match you easier than what it was. So Brandon Lee, he ain't been in no tough matches because he started struggling too damn early.
I completely forgot about him.
Yeah,
well, Cameron Duncan was really crafty at what he did, but
Cameron Duncan was the first person. Cameron Duncan, respectfully, he was the first person to come out and tell us about the no black fighter list, right? He the one who spoke on that first.
Yeah,
and people thought he was a savage. Boy, they hated him for that, but he kept it all the way a bean, though.
Yeah,
all the way a bean, bro. He kept it all the way a bean, bro. Like he came out and said what he said. People ain't like that, but there's a lot of food down there at 35, man. Because you got to like them contenders. I'm jacking them contenders like Tiger Johnson. I be watching his Instagram, dog. That kid is nice, man. Man. I like that kid, man. I'm real high on that kid there.
He's defensively responsible, and he got power, and he got good punch placement, fast hands,
he got all the things in the
that
tool
dude can
bag
fight.
that you need to go.
I love watching him fight.
He got all the tools he needs, bro. And I just hope they give them a chance. If Bob Arum was smart, he would push them boys more, man. You know what I mean? But he like them goofy ass people like Lomachenko and Navarrete and cheating ass Valdez. He like them.
He like those fighters because of the international money.
Yeah,
he get that international money.
But at the same time, he does build fighters well. Look how look how he's been matching Tiger Johnson.
And Josh.
He's continuously allowed Tiger Johnson to be in better fights. You know what I'm saying? Give him an opportunity to struggle some, but he still can come out And Top Rank got good matchmaking. You know what I'm
They
saying?
do.
And so
They do.
if you go look at how the PBC matchmaking, Al gonna put you in there with some heavy hitters once you become a decent name. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened to Joey Spencer. What happened to Jesus Ramos? Even though I thought he was robbed in that fight. I mean,
they put Al put you through the blender, boy. After a while,
hey, they gonna make the fight. So that's why I say they need more dates. At least give them more dates, so then you can build some of these fighters more
I
than
want to
just
see them
throwing
on
them
another
in.
platform. To be honest, though, Dub, I want to see them somewhere else. They need to just create their own thing, but see, they don't want to pay for everything. They want to get the funding for it, which is smart business. But but it's hurting us, man. It's killing us. It's really hurting us, man. I want to see them get another deal with something else, man. Bring HBO back out the grave. Tell them, look, man, get down and lay down. No, tell them, you know what I mean? Bring one of them out the grave or something, man. Damn. Losing platforms is bad, man. People think Showtime, see, BBC broke. They going out of business. Y'all niggas is crazy. Don't you know we ain't going to see no fights? What's wrong with y'all? PBC got all the damn fights we want to see. Y'all happy?
Hey man, did y'all talk about Canelo and his non-announcement?
Nah, yeah, let's move on. Go ahead, Dub. You can set that off. Let's move on from that. But yeah, what you got on that, Dub, with the Canelo, that announcement, that news that wasn't news?
Yeah, I mean the only news that was given today from Canelo is that he gonna give the Mexican fans free fights. That's the only thing I saw. Respectfully, I say that respectfully. No disrespect to the Mexican fans, but that's all I saw out of it. I'm like, what was this big announcement and the hold up and all that? I heard folk they talking about they taking off of work to hear this announcement.
Damn.
So the man didn't even announce a fight. All he said was that he going back to what Azteca TV or respectfully. I don't know him, so but he going back with them and giving up free fights to the Mexicans, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. So I don't know what you want from me.
I think the
was
homie X is trolling in the chat. Saying Canelo's number one.
It was a big announcement for the Mexican because he did it on a Mexican platform and it was in Spanish. It was a big announcement for the Mexican, not for everybody else. Everybody else just heard a big announcement. He was talking to his Mexican fan base, and everybody was like, "Oh, Canelo got a big announcement." But shout out to Knockout. Knockout said that's what it was going to be.
Facts. Knockout definitely called that. He definitely called it.
Well, I kind of figured that. I just
I
don't have
didn't see nothing exciting about it. I didn't see nothing exciting. Go ahead.
I knew. No, it's all good. I wasn't talking about that. I was just gonna say, yeah, Knockout was right too. But in back of my mind, when they said that, I was like, he ain't gonna be talking about shit. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I just didn't put it out there. Like I'm not like Knockout. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. But I kind of figured Canelo wasn't gonna be talking about nothing, bro. I didn't care. Oh, his fans care, and then he did it in Spanish. He did everything in Spanish. So his fans, his fanboys, the majority of them didn't even understand what they were talking about. So it was all just there was no news broken. He said he was fighting on Cinco de Mayo, right? Ain't that when he always fight? Ain't that his 2 days?
We know he gonna fight on Independence Day and Cinco de Mayo, Mexican Independence Day.
So what is he talking about? So that's why he's a goofy, and I just can't wait till it's over for him. I don't care what nobody say. I'm sick of him.
Do y'all think it sounds like he's gonna fight Charlo for Cinco de Mayo?
Good. I hope Charlo beat his ass.
Well, the man is clearly ducking David Benavidez. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace to the sport to duck the man as long as you've been ducking him. Do y'all remember when they came out and said, "Hey, this is Jose Suleiman, right?" Oh, it's not Jose. Excuse me, Mauricio. When they came out and said the winner of Caleb Plant and David Benavidez was going to be made the mandatory.
Yep.
Right. And the mandatory still ain't been announced for the WBC.
Yeah.
Even though we know who hold the belt and who should be the mandatory, it still ain't been announced.
Canelo went and told them y'all better shut it down.
It still might be David Benavidez because he just said it was going to be American. He didn't say if it was going to be a black American or what. He just said American.
Everybody and their mama know it's going to be Jamal Charlo.
It might be. It
Why
might
my
be
brother
Jamal
X
Charlo.
trolling, man? My brother X trolling tonight, man. He trolling.
Yeah, that's what I said in the chat. X is in his bag right now for whatever
It,
reason.
it, it might
Man,
it might be Jamal. It might be Jamal. I'm just not gonna say it definitely because he ain't say it, but it might be Jamal. But
man, if
I'm just
anything,
glad. I'm glad it's not Jaime Magia. That's what I'm
if,
glad about.
Well, he don't fight Mexicans, so why are we even talking about Jaime McGee?
No, because BVO kept saying that that's who it was going to be. And
Well,
I tried to
BVO
tell
says
him.
he says a lot of things, you know.
I
But
kept trying to tell him it wasn't going to be Jaime because Canelo don't want to do business with Oscar. He don't like Oscar. He
and
don't
not
want to
only
do business
that,
with
but
him.
not only that, he's a Mexican. He said he doesn't fight. I represent Mexico. I don't fight Mexicans. That's what he said. So why McGee was even in the picture and getting all excited about the fight anyway when he don't fight Mexicans? He knows he can't fight a Mexican because if he does, he's gonna. He already looking crazy as it is because he ain't. I don't know why he's ducking Benavidez. Well, I kind of know why, but come on, Oscar would have been rumbled that nigga. Tito and them niggas, them Spanish niggas would have been rumbled at Benavidez. Say he the better Spanish than me or the better Mexican than me. I'm number one, man. Them niggas would have rumbled. But Canelo moved funny. He just a funny guy, and I can't wait till he's out. Period.
my only thing is that in my opinion, hell, Charlo need to be on the undercard of that Canelo
Damn.
Benavidez fighting Caleb Plant. After Caleb Plant slapped the shit out your ass,
Right.
you need some get back, my brother. Respectfully, you need some get back,
He still
and
needs
do
to
it in the
get back
ring.
from Jared Hurd.
We ain't never seen that.
Hurd go upside his head, or was that the other one?
No. That was
So Maul, they went up Maul head. They went upside his head 2 times. 2 different people.
Jared Hurd. It wasn't Jared Hurd. It was
Jared Hurd did go.
Danny Jacobs. It was Danny Jacobs.
It wasn't Danny
it was
Jacobs.
Jared.
It was Jared Hurd.
It was
It was Jared Hurd against Jamel. It was Jared Hurd and Jamel.
You talking about when Danny Jacobs walked up on Jamal's interview?
That's what I'm talking about.
No, we talking about when
Jared Hurd. That was little Charlo. But that was little Charlo.
That was Jamel.
That went Maul.
No, I was asking the question. That's what I'm saying. Did he get the two different niggas go upside his head? That's crazy.
No.
But that Caleb, that Jared Hurd slap was, it was a little, you know what I mean? But that Caleb Plant slap, boy, that shit was heard around the world, dog. That shit was on World Star. That shit was everywhere, bro. I mean, people that didn't watch boxing were sending it to me because they know I like boxing on my Instagram. Like girls and like people that don't watch boxing sending me that, you see this? I'm like, damn, that's crazy. This joint was super viral. And like Caleb Plant was dolly out there. That was the crazy part. Caleb Plant was dolly out there. Charlo had people with him.
Can I ask you a quick question? What the fuck is a John? What is a John? What does that mean?
A John in Philadelphia, a John is everything. It's a noun. It's a people, place, and thing. It's a noun. So a John
everything.
It's everything. Yeah. It's a John is it's a bad shorty
Philly
walking
shit,
down the
man.
It's a bad John. It's a shorty walking down the street. That's a badass John right there. Or if I'm playing you in Madden, I'll be like, and I'll be like, yo, the controller. Like I'll be like, yo, where my John at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or anything.
It's a subject. I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing. Or it can be
noun. It's a person because I could be like I said, it could be a bad female walking down the street. That's a John.
Yeah. Like DC used to say that a long time ago. Like we used to say that back in the 80s.
Nah, Philly invented that. I don't want to have that conversation.
DC used to say it in the 80s. You weren't even born yet.
I was born in the 80s. I absolutely was born in the 80s.
You wasn't walking around hearing it then. So, because I'm trying to tell you, I'm from DC.
I know you older than me, Free, but I'm
from DC.
I
lived in Philly. I lived in Philly. I lived in DC. No, I lived in Philly for 4 years.
Conversation we need to have for how long?
I lived in Philly for 4 years before you were born.
Get
before
the fuck
you were
out
born.
of here, Free, man. Get out of here, man.
No,
Everybody know John was invented in Philadelphia. I don't want to have that conversation on this place. I don't want to do that with you right now. We need to have that off we need to have that on.
Like I said, we used to say it back in the 80s a long time ago. Like I said, I ain't even going to sit here and talk about it. We used to say it in the 80s a long time ago.
That's cap.
X, break it down, bro. X, break it down. We need a third opinion. We
don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Keep it boxing. We keeping it Canelo. Keep it Canelo. BVO man that's ducking and hiding. He's still running.
He ducking nobody, bro. What you mean?
Go ahead, X.
I don't know who he fighting. I don't know.
Nobody, bro. He fighting.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I know he's not fighting who nobody wants him to fight. That's what I do know.
That's cap. Everybody want, bro. You telling me nobody want to see him versus Jaime Munguia, bro? Stop lying, bro.
He's
No,
not
I don't
fighting
want to see that.
nobody.
Well, go ahead. Hold on.
Yeah,
Fighting nobody that he wants.
Hold on, 3. Go ahead, X. Go off.
Y'all telling me that the best fight in the world, number 1 pound for pound, nobody want to see him fight. It don't matter. It's just Canelo. Everybody want to see Canelo come to fight, bro. It don't matter who he fight. He can be fighting a broomstick. They're gonna come to watch, bro.
You gonna go to watch? I'm not, because I haven't bought a Canelo fight. The last Canelo fight that I bought was Jamel Charlo, and prior to that, it was Caleb Plant. So you gonna watch? I'm not watching it.
You watched it the last 2 times. You saying
yeah? I said if he's not fighting a fight that I don't want to see, I'm not buying it.
I bought the Bivol fight. I thought the Bivol was a good fight. I thought that was gonna be a good fight. So I bought that.
I didn't buy that because I didn't want to see it. I didn't
So you
buy that.
So you wanted to see the Jamel.
I ain't bought none of these fucking fights.
Hold on. Go ahead, X. What you said?
So D3, you wanted to see the Jamel fight.
Say that again.
So you wanted to see the Jamel fight?
Yes.
Well, you thought it was gonna be a competitive fight?
No, yes. I said Canelo was gonna win, and I wanted to see the Jamal fight.
So why you
thought Jamel was gonna beat him up? So
why you don't want to see the Jaime Munguia fight?
Because Jaime is trash.
He don't fight Mexicans either.
Okay.
So if he don't fight no Mexicans, I don't want to see him fight any Mexicans ever. So don't bring him up. I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear him.
Jaime ain't did nothing at 168, and he trash.
Yeah, that's a fact too.
Hey, Jaime Munguia need to fight. He need to fight Janabek. That's who Jaime Munguia need to fight.
He need to fight David Morrell. That's who.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He will get. No, he does not need to. He does not need to fight David Morrell.
I want to see him die for like 30 seconds.
I know why you want him to fight David Morrell. You want that man to be done with boxing. That's why you want him to fight David Morrell.
That's another one of them niggas I want up out of there. I can't stand that boy. That boy has. He got 137 fights and he ain't fought nobody, bro. Nobody.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nigga said 137 fights.
I can't stand that nigga. I want them Canelo. He can go. Jaime can go. I got a list, boy, man. I should pull my list out. All the fighters I want that can be out of here, bro. There's a couple of them too.
That man. Who's
outside of Zordo, I think Jaime might have been the only fighter I know that got 44 fights, and all of them are C class or lower.
Let Uncle shout. Let Uncle shout.
And what happened to Zordo when he stepped up?
Hold on. Let Uncle Shelton tell you. He was like, "Oh, if Zordo get to 50-0, that's gonna be equivalent to Floyd 50-0. That's just blasphemous out there."
That's what they were trying to do. That's what they were trying to do.
Can't do that. That wasn't gonna happen.
I do not believe Uncle Shelton. OG Shelton did not say no bullshit.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what they were trying to do.
Nah, I don't believe that. I know he was rooting for Zordo in that fight. He ain't saying shit like that.
Marky, how you want to tell me and I was there? He said that shit, bro. He'll tell you himself. He said that shit.
He was probably trolling or something. Nah, he can't believe that.
He was trolling, bro. I know this man. He was not trolling, bro.
Hey, you say you know how we say people don't know shit about boxing. I think OG Shelton know a lot about boxing. At the same time, if he said that, I got to question some things. I got to question. I'm glad I ain't hear that. I ain't want because I got to fry you.
I would have grind that up, yeah, for
it's
sure.
You got to get fried for that.
Jaime Munguia, like, I mean, he's a disgrace. I can't stand him. I used to like him until I started seeing how he moved the same way I used to like Canelo. I couldn't wait. I put people on the Canelo. I was like, yo, this kid right here, he gonna rumble everybody. He's sharp, you know what I mean? All this stuff, man. He started moving when he started doing that shit with Triple G, and he gave his belt to Triple G because he didn't want to fight. I was like, yo, man, he a sucker on that. I ain't fuck with him since, you know. I used to like Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman got 2 belts. He started acting crazy. I don't like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's some George Campbell.
Don't bring up sometimes Thurman, man. You know I ain't got. Sometimes
I can't stand Lomachenko.
I can't rock with sometimes.
Campbell. He started moving funny too. You know what I'm saying? And these niggas is moving funny. And you know, whatchamacallit is starting to rub me the same way. And I love him. Gervonta Davis, he's starting to move funny. So, you know, I'm very aware of what he's doing,
Nigga
and
been funny.
I'll grind him up too. I'll grind Devin up if he start moving funny. You know what I'm saying? I'll put his ass in a blender. I don't care about none of that shit, bro.
If Devin start moving funny, I'll be the first one on the panel
put his ass in a
I
blender.
will grind his ass up if you start moving funny.
He is moving funny.
Matter of fact, Dub, you need to go live on a late night like you used to do, and we're gonna grind and we're gonna tear his ass up some more, bro.
So y'all telling me that Devin Haney was moving funny with that fake little altercation he had looking like the WWE, man?
I mean, that was both of them, man. Yeah, somebody, hold on real quick.
That's WWE, that's show entertainment.
Hold on.
But we talking about fights.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on real quick. There's some feedback that's just
there's some feedback.
It's doing something to my brain, bro. I think it's like giving me an aneurysm or something, bro.
Somebody got something playing in the background or something.
Yeah, it's like a machine or something. Like,
nah, that might be my ice. My bad. I'm shaking my ice in my cup.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it didn't sound like. Nah, it didn't sound like that. It sounded like something steady.
Look, listen. Y'all hear it?
Nah, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. That's not what I was hearing. No, but it stopped. But nevertheless,
is it me? That's the 1, 2, 3. Is it me?
Nah, Doug.
I don't hear it now, but I did heard it a second ago. I don't hear it now.
That's probably MarkyDan Wi-Fi, bro. Come on, fix your Wi-Fi, bro. God damn.
I don't hear it now, but I did hear it a second ago.
Yeah,
dog, but you know I gotta troll my nigga Marky when I get up here.
But like you said though, it was wrestling. But what they gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
But
come on, man.
But even then though,
the fight gonna be real.
I agree, and I went on my brother's show the other day, and I told him.
Hey, I heard what that nigga X said. That nigga car sound like a lawnmower engine.
Joke's on you, motherfucker. I ain't even got no car.
Yeah, you walk, nigga. Fuck up.
What the hell is going on this channel? What the hell?
Nah, nigga, I take the train, nigga.
But no, I didn't like none of that scripted nonsense. I didn't like none of it. And
I like it. Build the fight because I know it was script. I know,
but it's too much like wrestling.
But my thing is, you don't build a fight with scripted shit. You build a fight by being yourself. Just be yourself.
Let me ask you this. Y'all seen The Rock slap that dude? That's what this was with Devin Haney and
I'm gonna tell you why it's building the fight. I'm gonna tell you why it's building the fight because everybody is talking about it. Everybody talking about whether you talking good about it or you talking bad about it. Everybody talking about it, and so it's building the fight. A lot of
the viral moment.
A lot of casuals that wasn't paying attention to this fight, they paying attention now because they hear everybody talking about it. So I think it's still build the fight.
Maybe it is.
But you're right.
I always have
that
to be
shit
wrong
had me
about
there when Dev was up in Ryan's face talking about you're really whack. You're really whack. Everybody knows you whack. You're whack.
Bro, Marky, tell me if I'm fine with this statement right here. These niggas sound like some kids arguing with each other. I was like,
and then Dev just standing there saying the craziest shit like he's a hood nigga or something. Oh, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Y'all sitting up here lying to yourself. Nobody want to see that fight, bro. Ryan already lost. He didn't even win the world title yet, bro. Like,
ain't nobody wanted to see the Tank Ryan fight.
Ryan just won. Ryan just won. He didn't lose. He's coming off a win. He's coming off a knockout win.
Bro, but he already lost is what I'm saying. Nobody that fight.
But one loss don't define you though, X.
No, I'm not saying that, but like if Devin beat him, like I know Devin gonna beat him. I mean, like that fight is not competitive, bro. Devin is proven himself 5 times over Ryan Garcia. Why would I think that Ryan? And anything happened in boxing, but if you're looking at it on paper, bro, this is a mismatch, bro. Let's be honest with ourselves.
I agree with you on that.
No, this fight is. This fight is not about anything when you talk about legacy or cachet for Devin Haney. This is just about introducing him to a new pay-per-view audience, which Ryan Garcia has with his following on Instagram and on the internet and whatever. So he's going to whoop his ass in front of 500,000 or however many people, and hopefully that carries over to his next event.
That's a good point.
That's the hope.
All right, but here's the thing, though. All them social media followers, they don't show up unless it's with Gervonta Davis. So, again,
Well, we don't
background noise now.
No, 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 no. They don't show up depending on the dance partner.
Hold up, Marky. Somebody got that feed again, bro.
Marky, turn that music off, man. That savagery off, bro. Come on, man.
Sound like somebody cutting the grass, bro.
Yeah, I heard it. I just heard it when y'all was talking. I was like, hold up, there it go right there.
Marky, turn that circus music off, bro. Come on.
Nevertheless, though, Devin Haney, he I forgot what I was gonna say because y'all trolling with the lawnmower shit, bro.
I don't know.
Get it together.
Get it together, Marky. Come on, bro.
I mean, like I said,
get it together.
Free, bring it back. Free, bring it back.
I hope they do somewhere around 500,000 because it'd be good for both of them, because if they don't, they're gonna say Tank Davis was the reason why I did 1.2 million, and they're gonna say Devin Haney still can't sell. He's been in there with somebody that Tank was in there with. Tank did 1.2, and Tank couldn't even do 500,000. So I hope they do at least 500,000.
Hey, but Free, though, isn't 130,000 pay-per-views, isn't that good in today's climate, though?
That's good. It's good, but you know what the people are going to say? They're going to compare it to Tank. They're going to compare it to Tank because Devin and Tank are tied right now. They're tied to each other right now. So they're going, and they fighting a common opponent. Ryan was in there with Tank. His last pay-per-view that Tank had, he did 1.2. Now Ryan is going in there with Devin, somebody that everybody wants Tank to fight. And if Ryan and Devin can't do at least 500,000, they're gonna be like, okay, now we see why Tank ain't trying to fight him. He can't even sell with Ryan, and he was just in there with Tank.
Yeah, they're gonna say that anyway. I think they're gonna say that shit anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna be sad
it's
anyway.
It's not gonna do as good as Tank and
I mean,
Ryan,
it would have. That fight would have did better. That's what I'm saying. So that fight would have did better. The Ryan Tank and the Ryan and Devin fight would have did a lot better than I think it's gonna do if Ryan was undefeated. You know, if he would have got to Ryan before Tank, what was Tank gonna say? I fought unless Tank fought Ryan after, and that's the difference because you find the guy who already lost after, and then you still do better than the guy who fought him when he was undefeated. That would be crazy. But I don't think Devin in that situation because he's not Tank. You know what I'm saying?
I got a quick question for y'all. I got a quick question for y'all. And me and the OG, we had this conversation the other night. Me and Crush, and we were talking. It's not about Ryan. It's about Mario Barrios. And I asked Crush. I said, okay, if Devin were to move up and fight Ryan, or not Ryan, if he was to fight Mario Barrios, is he fighting Tank Leftovers? Crush was like, yes. I said, okay, cool. If Boots fights Mario Barrios, is it Tank Leftovers? And he said no. Make that make sense to me, y'all.
It's not. It's actually it is, but it's not because he had multiple fights since he fought Tank. So it's more so Keith Thurman leftovers. That's his last loss was to Keith Thurman. So it's more so Keith Thurman leftovers than it is Tank. But it is still Tank's leftover as well because Tank was the first one to give him the L. So all of these guys that got losses are somebody else's leftover.
But I got it.
But my thing is, how can it be?
I feel you, Dub. I feel where you're going with it because, like, no matter what, if he had multiple fights or not, he still got beat by Tank. Them two want to Tank and Devin still want to go at it. So.
I agree. Technically, it is Tank leftovers, but it's more so given to the last person that won. So if Mario Barrio never had a loss, if he never lost to Keith Thurman, it would have still been Tank's leftovers.
You see that's a good win for Keith Thurman. Y'all want to shit on my nigga Keith Thurman, man? That's a good win right there, Barrio.
Hey, listen, I hope Keith Thurman beat Tim Zoo. I want to see Keith Thurman win the fight because that's going to change a lot of things. And the amount of shit that he's going to talk is going to be hilarious, bro. So
I'm cool. I'm cool with the whole leftover talk. My thing is how is it leftovers for Devin, but it's not leftover for Boots? How is it the same?
It is. I said it's still leftovers. It's not that he's not leftovers. He is still leftovers. I just said
some niggas go by the last fight.
Yeah, it's more so Keith Thurman's leftovers than it is Tank's because Keith Thurman was the last one to beat him. Like when they talk about Earl and Earl beat Kell Brook and Bud fought him, that was Earl Spence leftovers, but it was really Triple G's leftover because Triple G beat him first.
Yeah,
You
see,
what
some
I'm
people think, some people, I'm not saying Free think that way, but some people think like what Free just said. He was making an example. You know what I'm saying? But Dub, you right too, because I look at it like how you do, because that nigga lost to Tank. That nigga Tank leftovers, because you supposed to be the one that want to fight Tank. So you fight somebody that he already knocked off. I don't care if he got lost fights, next.
I mean, it's still Tank leftovers.
How you want to look at it? You can look at it like the big homie D Free. You can look at it like that, or you can look at it like the homie Dub right side. So you can go either way because it's all opinionated.
However
you look at it, it's Mario Barrio still leftovers. Mario Barrio still leftovers.
And that was my only argument. Although my only argument overall against Crush is not that Mario Barrios isn't leftovers. That wasn't my argument. My argument is how is it leftovers for one fighter, but it's not for another? That's my only argument.
Bias, he biased, man. You know what that is. But look, man, Mario Barrios ain't no leftovers, man. Mario Barrios is a good fighter, man. He right below the hierarchy of the great talents in his weight class. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? He probably be a world champion at welterweight, man. He ain't no leftovers, bro.
He already is, isn't he?
But I'm gonna go back to what we were talking about right before the right side asked that question. It could still be a big fight. I understand what you're saying. If Ryan was undefeated, it would be a bigger fight, but it doesn't really take away because a lot of people look at Tank Davis as one of the best. So he lost to one of the best. So it's not a bad thing. If you think Tank Davis is one of the best, you expect Tank Davis to win anyway. It's the same way when Canelo fought Floyd. It didn't take nothing away from Canelo because he lost to Floyd because we looked at Floyd as the best. So it didn't take nothing away from him. He actually got more publicity.
But Floyd was actually the best, though.
He got more publicity.
Yeah. And people loved him for that. People was like, oh, then all the stuff that he exposed, a mole in the camp, he had an injury, yada, yada, yada. People got a lot of sympathies for him right now. So he's going there with Devin, and they know Devin can't knock him out like the Tank can. So people going to
I disagree.
Ryan can whoop him. I
disagree.
I'm not saying me. I'm saying the people, the casuals, and the people that don't know that do like Ryan Garcia. They're going to think that, you know what? They cheated. He got weight drain. He had an injury. He had a spy in the camp. He could beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney ain't knocked nobody out. When last time, Devin? That's what they're going to say. So
that's casual.
And real quick, and I want to be on record.
Knockout, don't even start that.
I want to be on record. I want to be on record, X. I want to be on record. You know how I am. If I believe in someone, I'm going to tell you what I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I ain't got no problem being wrong. I got Devin stopping Ryan. I think he's going to stop that man.
I don't think he's going to stop him.
Nah.
I would be happy for Devin, but I don't think he's going to stop Ryan. I think it's going to go the distance. But I would be
Ryan ain't got a better chin than Regis.
No,
yeah, he do.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he do.
I'm gonna put it this way.
Hold up.
Ryan done been dropped by Luke Campbell.
Actually, hold up. Ryan. You talk about people don't understand what having a chin is. Just because you get dropped a couple times, don't mean you don't have a chin. Sean Porter been dropped how many times? That don't mean you don't got no chin, bro.
It's about how you recover. I got you.
I was about to say.
Okay, but Regis ain't been dropped no time.
Wait. I'm not done. Hold on. One at a time. Let X finish. Let X finish. Go ahead, X, because he was cooking real quick.
This man Ryan took Gervonta Davis' best shot. I thought all it was going to take is for Ryan to make one mistake and get clipped, and that's exactly what he did in the second round, whatever it was. And he got right back up and went and kept coming forward to Tank, bro. So if he would have had no chin, he would have been knocked out right then, because that's one of the most powerful punches in boxing, bro. If he ain't had no chin.
A good shot. That was a good point, X.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say
the brothers might disagree, but that was a good point because he got cracked with a perfect left hand. He got his ass back up.
And who did Regis get? Hold on. And this is my last point. Who did Regis get hit by that hit as hard as Tank? Who?
Nobody.
So I'm just saying.
Regis done been in slug fest with Josh Taylor.
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead, Marky. One at a time. Go ahead, Marky.
No, I was just gonna say, but no, Regis has been in some tough fights before in his career, especially with Josh Taylor, the cream of the division. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been hit with by nobody like Tank Davis, but still.
No,
I
not but
mean,
still.
that.
I mean,
still, Ryan Garcia. I don't think that proves that Ryan Garcia necessarily has a better chin than Regis Prograis.
I mean,
the fact that he got dropped by Tank Davis and he didn't go immediately to fucking sleep.
But Regis got dropped by somebody in his last fight. I don't even know who that guy was.
But this is the thing. This is what it comes down
right
to.
Up.
But I think the difference is with Devin at least is that
get in there after
when Devin knocked down Regis and hurt Regis multiple times, the man, I don't even, y'all done heard me say this, I believe, but I don't think the man understood that he had Regis hurt. I don't think he understood it because he would hit guys with that same shot at 35 and they was walking right through that shit. Whereas he moved up in weight, carried a tad bit more power and still had that accuracy, that's when he started hurting people. And so I think that in this fight, he understands how his power has translated a little better now. And so if he gets Ryan hurt, I think he jumps on Ryan versus doing what he did against Regis and just sticking to the game plan.
I would say,
hold on.
All right, my bad.
I was gonna say, I don't believe Ryan has a better chin than Regis, but there is an argument there because if you look at Ryan, the 2 times that he got dropped, he wasn't hurt. Regis got hurt in his fight. Mm-hmm. So there's an argument there. I don't think that Ryan has a better chin, but there is an argument to say that Ryan got a better chin than Regis.
And to add on to what you said, I was gonna ask Dub this. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm gonna just say this. When Ryan got dropped, like you said, he popped right back up. He wasn't hurt. When Regis got hurt, this man got hurt by Devin Haney. And I'm not trying to knock Devin Haney. Devin Haney is not really known for dropping motherfuckers in his most recent performances. You know what I'm saying? And when Devin dropped him, he was hurt. Like his knees was buckling.
He was hurt
every time Ryan got dropped, his knees wasn't buckled, bro. That's a sign of good recovery time. So that's a sign that you have a pretty good chin, bro. I'm just saying.
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing. The only difference is that once again, I don't think that how Devin is. I think Devin is cracking a little different now at 40 than what he was at 35, and goes into being drained, and you know what it is. And so I think he is cracking a little more. Now, and once again, do I think he just knocked Ryan out cold? Hell no. But at the same time, I do think...
You think he stopped him up?
I do think... I'm stoppage. And I think because he has the accuracy, and that's what it really comes down to is the accuracy.
And the accumulation of the punches.
And, Devin ain't no volume puncher like that. So I think, though, when he does crack Ryan this time, he'll have a better understanding that he got somebody hurt after he's been through that Regis performance, having Regis hurt multiple times. So I just think it'll be a mindset thing. And at the end of the day, Devin has just progressed much more than Ryan has. And I think Ryan, he gonna go in there once again. Unfortunately, I say this unfortunately, but he going in looking for that left hook,
big knockout.
And the problem is Devin comes from that. He come from that Mayweather School of Boxing. The first thing they teach you to do is to handicap a fighter. You take what your opponent does well, you take it away. So the left hand is gonna get taken away, just like Tank took the left hand away. You know what I'm saying?
So jab gonna get to working, and Ryan, you know what, Doug? I'm gonna jump out on the ledge with you. Ryan, Devin gonna stop him. I ain't saying he gonna brutally knock him out.
I got Dev stopping. I got Dev stopping Ryan too. I was looking at the odds on FanDuel. It's plus 460. I was thinking of putting down like $20 or $30 on that shit and see what I could get.
Y'all got the game twisted, bro.
No, there's nothing wrong with betting some money on it. I just don't think he will stop.
I'll bet MarkyDan. I'll bet you $100 he don't stop.
Now, what I will say is,
I ain't betting with you, nigga. I'm betting on the plus 460 odds. I put down $30. I win 120. I ain't betting that 100 with you and lose my 100. That make no fucking sense.
I got.
I'm scared, nigga. Fuck you.
Hold on. Let me say this. Let me just say this, Free. Let me just say this.
One at a time. What were you saying, Free? Let Free finish.
I was gonna say I don't have Devin stopping him. I don't have Devin stopping him, but I do have him hurting him maybe once or twice and probably dropping him. But I don't have him stopping him.
What you say now, Doug?
Marky, not Marky. Excuse me. X. This what I bet you right here. I'll take that bet on the knockout, but I want to double down on my bet, right? And so I'm gonna say I'm gonna bet you that Devin knocks out Ryan. He stops Ryan, but I'm also gonna bet you 100 that Devin wins the fight as well.
Oh, no, I know Devin gonna win. I know he's gonna win. So.
It's a $200. Okay, well,
that's not a good bet. That's not a really good bet for X though, Dub.
Yeah, I know he can win. I'm just saying he ain't gonna stop.
The same way, it ain't a good bet. It ain't a good bet for Marky if he gonna go bet the bookies for folks
$30
for 4 times.
That's a great bet. $30 to win 120 for a payout of 120.
That's not what I'm saying. No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the same way X wanted to bet Marky 100 on it, and Marky was like, "Nah, I'm gonna take my odds with the bookies." I'm saying that, all right, fine, I'll bet you the 100, but I'm gonna cover my bet at the same time. I'm gonna bet the knockout and I'm gonna bet the win against you. That's what I'm saying.
That don't make no sense for. That's why that don't make no sense for X to take that with you.
Yeah, that's not a good bet.
Well, why did but it made sense. So I just gotta go out on a limb.
I'm confused. So you betting that Devin gonna get the win too? Is what you saying? You want to bet with me?
I'm betting that Devin.
So if Devin wins, you lose. So if he doesn't knock him out, so basically,
if he doesn't knock him out, then nobody don't owe nobody nothing. That's what I'm saying. If the knockout doesn't come, then nobody owes anybody anything. That ain't no good bet for you to take, bro. Don't take that bet.
Yeah, I'll say because I got Devin Will. I just don't got to get a knockout.
Don't take that bet. Don't take that bet.
That's not a good bet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If somebody
that was
I would take that bet.
I gotta well look, I bet BVO. I was absolutely right about what happened in the fight, and I still lost my money. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that fight, Dub, I went back and watched that fight like 4 times, and I gotta apologize to you. I meant to say that. You was right, man. I had that shit 8-4 too. The second time I watched it, I had it 7-5. And then the third time I watched it, bro, I was like, yeah, damn. I was like, Dub was right in the motherfucker. Like, it was 8-4, bro. Jermaine Ortiz boxed beautifully. Like, it's hard to catch it in real time. But like I said, I watched it like
that nigga Marky said
I had 3.5. I watched it 3.5 times. The 4th time I was gonna watch it, I didn't get all the way through it. But then 3 times for sure. And I was like I had a draw the first time, then 7-5, and I was like, you know what, Dub was right. That shit was 8-4. I told Dub it was I ain't see 8 rounds. But you know what I did? Because he didn't really get touched at all, bro.
See, Marky said that
I don't think Tio got touched at all either. None of them niggas was doing shit.
But you thought Tio won, huh?
Jermaine Ortiz was doing some good shit, bro.
That's cap, bro.
If you break
down the niggas was doing shit.
But if you break down the criteria,
Jermaine landed 70 punches, Tio landed 68. None of them niggas was doing shit. There was no huge separation in any of those goddamn rounds. There's at least 4 or 5 swing rounds easily.
So because of that fact, you just give it to the champion, right? That's how you judge, right? That's how you judge.
Yeah. Exactly. When a nigga just running around the fucking ring and it's only 4 or 5 punches around, yep, that's what I do.
But the only problem I have is this, though, X and Marky. The only problem that I have is this: Tio was missing wildly, hitting the ropes, going like just looking crazy. You know what I mean? So you gotta count that. I gotta count that.
Making defense look good.
I started counting those as like points. Not only that he was landing some good stuff, but when Tio waved him in, Jermaine jumped on his ass and put some stuff on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he didn't do that more and flurry like that more, but I just think that
because he didn't have to, and he shouldn't have.
Exactly, but he won that fight. But I don't care.
I take it back. I stand corrected. I got Jermaine Ortiz definitely winning that fight. A lot of channels want to call it robbery. I don't want to go that far, but I'll just say they snubbed him on that one, though. You know what I mean?
But he won that shit, bro.
I think it did not win that fucking fight.
What you don't know boxing, bro.
Hey, Marky, let me ask you, Marky.
Okay. But you can't say that. You can't say you don't know boxing, but because it's an opinion because it was that close of a fight. So some people got it for Tio. Some people, most people got it for Jermaine Ortiz.
So what you scored it? What you scored it?
Hold on. Before we get into that, what are the scoring criteria of boxing? Break that down for me real quick. The scoring criteria of boxing. When you're judging a boxing match, what are the scoring criteria?
And you know what, Dub? I had to reach
effective
down in my
scoring. Ring generalship.
Effective punches.
Effective
It's not
punching,
effective
nigga.
scoring. It's effective
Nigga don't even
punches.
know what he talking about, bro. Come on.
Effective scoring, punching, the same fucking thing. When you punch somebody, you score. The fuck, man? Y'all just want to play with me.
Marky, go ahead, Marky. Go ahead, Marky.
Ring generalship.
Ring generalship, exactly. Who would show more ring generalship?
Or yeah, nigga just running around the ring, landing 2 punches around.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you see, this man don't know
This
boxing, bro.
running
Look
shit
how he
is
talking,
crazy.
running around the ring, bro. This man, like,
y'all gotta stop with this running stuff, bro.
If 2 niggas, hold on, if 2 niggas land the same 4 or 5 punches, all right, whatever.
I know, Marky. Go ahead, Marky. And then
I was saying, if 2 niggas land the same 4 or 5 punches around, I don't give a fuck if one nigga is chasing and missing or if one nigga is running and missing. The fuck? I don't care, bro. I get around to the champion. It's no huge separation between the 2 of them.
Well. First off, and this is why I asked. This is why I asked the criteria of boxing, because being a champion is not a scoring criteria.
Exactly.
That's not a scoring criteria.
Thank you.
It is when you're a top-ranked fighter and you're the name.
Bro, this man, look what this man talking about. This man don't know boxing. He talking about if you a top-ranked fighter.
You don't know fucking boxing.
What the fuck do that got to do with anything? We talk about scoring. You talk about being a top-ranked fighter. What, man?
When you're the name fighter on the event, that shit matters.
We talking about how we properly score the shit. We ain't talking about fucking doing niggas wrong on the scorecards. We talking about properly. You just basically admitted they robbed that nigga, bro, by saying, oh, if you a top-ranked fighter, what do that got to do with anything? What?
Well, it has a lot of stuff.
That means when you running around the ring only landing 4 punches around, they probably not gonna give you that shit. That's what that means. And the other nigga is landing the same amount of fucking punches. Yeah.
Shakur got the decision.
Exactly, with that bullshit.
Exactly.
So it does matter, but I feel where X is coming from. Like, if we're gonna just say fuck all that shit, like, let's talk about it like with us. You know what I'm saying? We all know that, pardon me, that Jermaine Ortiz definitely won that fight. He definitely did all of the criteria.
I want to do a rescore of this fight. I've been trying to get BVO to. We gonna figure out a date.
You should, Marky, because I watched it because people were saying robbery. I don't like that word robbery. Robbery is a strong word to me, because where I started watching boxing from, robbery is a strong word to me. So I use it. I watch when I use it.
All right, so
you know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you this, Prize?
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna let you ask me, but I watched the fight 3 times for sure, and the 4th time I didn't get through it all the way through it. But every time, the first time I watched it live, I had it a draw. The second time I was like, damn, Ortiz kind of got that 7-5. Then I watched it again the 3rd time, and I was like, yeah, he was doing. I had to reach back down to the criteria. Let me get down to the base. Let me go back to the basics, and that's what I did. You feel me? So I had him winning the fight, Jermaine Ortiz. But go ahead, X. What's good? Yo, X. Did he drop off? Yo, what you got, Dub?
Well, hey, and the thing is, if you want to tell me it was a close fight, I'm fine with that. At the same time, the only way T.O. got that only way he got that win, because there are 2 judges that scored at 7-5, right? Mm-hmm. If like, and shout out to X, because he not lying. Shout out to Marky, he not lying. I disagree with this whole because he the champion, you gotta take it, and this. Yes. Well, fine. The man sat there and he made T.O. miss tremendously throughout the entire night. It wasn't even close, and I just don't understand how we can watch it individually.
I'm not X, but that's the old way. Back in the day, they used to be like, man, he ain't did enough to beat the champ. They ain't give a fuck about the scorecards. I'm talking about the pay-per-view buyers, the people that was buying tickets, the people watching it, everybody. They didn't care. Sometimes they would say he didn't do enough to beat the champ. And that term has been around for eternity with boxing, So when people use it today, they get a little sensitive to it. But when you start breaking it all the way down, the other people have a point. Like, fuck all that. You ain't doing enough to beat the champ shit. You know what I'm saying? People are not trying to hear that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because the times have changed. So I've learned how to adapt to it. You know what I'm saying? But
and it's not a scoring criteria. You being the champ means nothing.
It's not. It's never been a scoring criteria. It's never been a scoring criteria. Never in the history of it. But it was what it was. Go ahead.
Why did y'all think Shakur Stevenson beat the last Dewey for? What
All
did
the
he do?
scoring criteria is right.
What did he do?
I had that fight a draw. I had that fight a draw.
Okay, so if anybody thought that he beat him, which I did, I gave that fight to him, even though they both weren't doing shit really, because his defense was unparalleled. This man, like, I mean, come on, bro. Defense is a part of the criteria of scoring around, bro. And he was making this man look stupid as hell, bro. Whatever his name was. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
Upon Shakur Stevenson's performance, which was offensively bad, I think Ortiz's was better than what Shakur's was. On top of the fact that his defense was very decent as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? Making Teofimo miss. You know what I'm saying? Not letting Teofimo do what he want. Controlling the pace of the fight, which nobody talking about. You know what I'm saying? Putting this man where he want him to be at in the ring. All type of stuff, bro. Teo had no control over the match at all. He couldn't control where he wanted this man to be. He couldn't cut off the ring. He wasn't doing nothing, bro.
You're right. You're right. And you know what else? Didn't they say? What's one of Max Kellerman's favorite lines? He said something like, "The great Willie Pep," or Teddy Atlas. One of them said it. The great Willie Pep won a round without even throwing a punch because his defense was so on point and making his opponent miss. He won that round off of not throwing a single punch. And I know I don't like to talk about old shit, but I'm just saying.
They exaggerated that just a tad bit, respectfully. They exaggerated.
Sure. I don't know. I wasn't around, but that's what everybody's saying, that he won a round without throwing a punch because his defense was really, really, really good. So I take defense because I like defensive fighters. I take that serious, like that Cuban style and American style. I take that serious when them boys. I score that personally when them boys is moving around, making Teo miss wildly like that. I gave him points for that. I was like, that nigga looking crazy. And then Jermaine Ortiz was moving. He had it down pat. His game plan, everything he did was screamed 8-4, 7-5 at the worst. And I'll let y'all brothers go ahead and get it.
Yeah, man, that nigga lost, man. If he won anything more than 7 rounds, bro, it's not a close fight. Therefore, that's a robbery to me. And I think he won more than 7 rounds, bro, in that fight, bro. So to me, it's a robbery. But if it was like 7-5 or some shit like that, if it's 7-5, you know what I'm saying? That's not a robbery. That's a close fight. If you bagging up rounds, bro, in my opinion, if you bagging up rounds, bro, like all the way to like it's an 8-4, some shit like, bro, that's not close, bro. That's not.
The bad part, X. You know the bad part for Jermaine Ortiz? Ain't nobody gonna want to fight him after that. That nigga is too good.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew this. I knew that this man. That's not a. I knew that this wasn't gonna be an easy fight. That's why I said.
I did too.
I thought I was like I could see Teo losing the fight, but I'm thinking Teo gonna win though.
He cannot cut the ring off to save his life, and that's gonna get him destroyed when he gets in there with the A fighters.
Man, look, I didn't see Jermaine land this shit either. I personally don't care if he lost the fucking fight. That's just what that is. He can come back against whoever the hell else they got for him over there at Top Rank.
I don't think it has anything. And I'm gonna be. I mean, yes, it does. I don't want to say anything. It does have something to do with him cutting the ring off. The problem with Teo is, once again, the man, he can't fight off the front foot.
And he can't cut the ring off.
Well, cutting the ring off is one piece of it. I do agree. But a lot of times, even with Sando Martin, it wasn't really just about completely cutting the ring off. It was about being first. And the reason I say that, because a lot of times Sando Martin allowed himself to get back into a corner. But why would he do it? Because he knows, now I'm going to force your ass to come forward. And when you first, I'm countering the shit out your ass.
And that's why I said Jermaine. And that's why I said Jermaine won. Because when he got back in the corner, the way he was spinning that nigga, dog, I was like, yo, this nigga, I like that little nigga, man. That little nigga can fight, man. I like the way he fight, but I wanted to see him let his hands go a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I definitely did, but I still think he did enough to win for sure. I watched him fight three times. Yeah.
The other thing is when I watch Jermaine Ortiz in other fights, and I'll be honest with you, I do exclude his last fight. The reason I excluded it is because the man missed weight. He shouldn't have been fighting at 35, in my opinion. He a big young man anyway, so I felt like that was a anomaly. But at the same time, I watched him, and this is what I look at from fighters. how you fight different styles. I watched that man come forward continuously against Lomachenko and press Lomachenko. Why? Because you got to put Lomachenko on the back foot to beat him. You're not going to allow Lomachenko to come forward and beat that man because he can change angles on your ass. He as far as a front foot aggression goes, he's what you want to see from a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I couldn't criticize him too bad for that because he came forward and he made it a tough ass fight for Loma.
Yeah,
but then when I've watched him fight other fights, I see that you can fight off the back foot, and I predict that you're gonna fight off the back foot against Teofimo Lopez, make him come to you and counter punch him, and you do it. It shows me that you have a range of ways you can win fights, and that's what I look for in good fighters: is how many different ways can you win this fight? How can you adjust to the individual across the ring from you to make them uncomfortable? And I think Jermaine Ortiz got those tools. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say all of them,
feel bad
but I think he got a lot of them.
See, look, I
feel
done ran
bad
Marky
for
up
him.
out of here, bro. I ran Marky up out of here, bro. Look at this.
Nah, come
Look
on,
at this, bro.
man.
Come
I
on,
feel
man.
bad for Jermaine Ortiz because nobody's gonna want to fight him. And I don't know if Bob's gonna put him out there for a while now because he don't like when you do that. When he wants, he wants you to fight. So I hope Jermaine Ortiz, I hope I see him again, man. I like the kid. I like the way he boxed, and I think he got a bad decision. That 117, 111, and that was the most experienced judge too.
That's
look,
was that Cheatham? Was that Cheatham?
Steve Weisfeld, maybe.
Okay, Weisfeld. Okay,
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't want to put that out there. I don't want to shit on Steve Weisfeld, but that judge that had that 111, 117, he was the most experienced judge, and I knew he was gonna have a nut ass card, bro. When I just didn't feel good after the fight. I was just like, it's a draw. So that's what I said at first. You know what I'm saying? But I was doing shit. I was on, talking, doing stuff. I was watching the fight, but I had to watch it again. I watched it at work twice, and then I watched it at home once, and I gotta agree with Dub, man. I couldn't give Tio no more than 4 rounds, bro. If you want to give him 5, that's fine. Go ahead.
That fight with Ortiz gonna look exactly how Devin and Wilson ain't gonna look exactly like that, but Devin gonna let his hands go more, and he gonna get the decision. That fight gonna look just like that. Watch.
Now it's gonna be easier for Devin because Devin not gonna move as much. And I know y'all think I'm crazy when I say this, but Devin's not gonna move nearly as much as Jermaine Ortiz did. Devin, what he's gonna do is he's gonna sit there and out jab Tio, and then take that half step back when Tio try to become aggressive and counter his ass left and right. And
with a straight right hand, it's gonna look ugly.
Right. It's gonna be an easy fight for Devin because the style's just. And man, I want to see Tio. I ain't gonna hold you. I like Tio. I like Tio as a fighter. I think he talked too damn much, but I ain't got no problem with him even talking. I just want to see him. I want to see him progress, and we done seen him struggle with these styles of fighters for too long for you not to go make adjustments. You can't just keep doing the same shit.
Just trying to go in there and destroy somebody. You know what I'm saying? Tio, I like him too as a fighter, but I just don't think he's going to get any better than what he already is.
Nah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying, X? I just don't think that he's going to get any better than what he is. He can't cut the ring off. He can't be first, and that's a problem. You know what I mean? When you get in there with dogs, man, it's not going to be good, man.
But you know what's so crazy? It's crazy that I sit here and tell you, if Tio and Matias fight, I think that's a much closer fight. I think it's a much easier fight. And I think Tio will be able to land more punches.
Yeah,
as long as he don't
Tio can beat him.
Yeah, Tio beat that nigga ass.
Yeah, but you know what? Speaking of Sabril Matias, what do you feel like, X? Did you hear the news? And Dub, did y'all hear the news that he went with Hearn and Matchroom?
Nah,
he signed with Top. He signed with Matchroom, and his first fight is supposed to be Liam Pyro, and then Liam Pyro.
I've never heard of him.
The dude who just put hands on. We put hands on. I believe was it Montana Love.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Okay. Damn, I forgot about Montana. He had 140.
He put belt to ass with that one.
Yeah, it's supposed to. That's
I
supposed to
never
be the
thought he was
first
that
fight.
good anyway. Montana Love wasn't just a. He had a lot of things going on. You know, he lost his parents. He had a lot of things going on, and not bad things. Like he had like a nail and spa bar going on. He's just not just a boxer. He do a little bit of everything. So I don't think he was all the way there with boxing. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That guy he did whoop on Montana, yeah.
Montana disappointed me, man.
Yeah, he did, because I like Montana, you know what I'm saying? But
After he got that win against
Man,
Baranchuk,
fuck Montana Love. I can't stand Montana Love.
Why you don't like that nigga, Dub?
Cause that man can't. He ain't the good that he think he is. He overconfident. He comes in. He's very one dimensional. For him to be fighting at 40, in my opinion, I know 68-inch arms aren't horrible, but I think he's small for the weight division. He's not as disciplined as a lot of these guys are. Right. I think he get beat by the majority of the guys up there. Like I don't think he's nothing special.
Yeah, Montana Love is, like I said before, he, pardon me, he got a lot of things going on outside of boxing. He got businesses, he probably, he like to dress with nice clothes and be all over the place. He's not really a full-time boxer to me, so I feel what you're saying. But Sabril Matias went with Eddie Hearn. Do he got any food for him, Dub?
Montana Love. That's good. And the guy that beat Montana Love.
So I believe for him? Yeah. So I believe right now it's a 2-fight deal with Matchroom. Leon Pyro was first. I can't remember who's second though. The name is on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it like I'm supposed to. And then after that fight, it was supposed to be a 3-fight deal originally, and then Devin or Regis, depending on where they were at in their career, you know what I'm saying? After those 2 fights happened, then Devin and Regis should have been after that. And I think excuse me. Matias only wanted the 2 fights and then maybe possibly revisit it when it was time to see if he could get that Devin fight. So, hey, man, I hope to see Matias. I want to see Matias and Devin. I thought that should have been the first fight. If you're gonna sign that man, put him in the ring with Devin. That's what I want to see him fight.
I think that's
if he knocked Devin out, I ain't got no problem with it.
I think that's why Matias went over there. He's probably chasing a Devin Haney fight because he.
But you don't go over there and sign to fight Liam Pyro first. Like that's and I understand that's what Eddie.
Just to make his debut. They want him to look good to make him in his debut to look good so he can promote.
He's not gonna look great in that fight. He's gonna struggle some in that fight. Liam Pyro can fight, bro. He can box.
He definitely can. He definitely can. And I don't really think Matias is all of that. I don't ever see what everybody else sees. Everybody's like,
a bum ass dude, bro.
He's not a bum. He's not a bum.
I don't mean like that. He just a bum ass.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean. I feel you though. Actually, like on some city talk, I feel you.
Yeah.
But he not that good to me, bro. Let's make it clear. He's not that good to me. He gets hit way too much. When he get in there with an A fighter, he gonna get his ass whooped. He gonna follow you around. He can cut off the ring though. He can't cut off the ring, but people be putting some shit on him though, man. I just seen people put some shit on him, and he lost already. And I bet nobody off the top of their head right now can name that guy. You know what I'm saying? So
I can't remember the dude's name, but the thing is, he came back and knocked him out
real quick.
He came back.
Okay, go ahead.
Barely. I watched that.
Agree, and I agree with you. Barely, he barely knocked his ass out the second fight.
He struggled in there, But so if he get in there with Devin,
Devin gonna cook his ass. Tio will cook him.
Gary Antoine, ain't he at 140 or he at 147?
Nah, I don't know. I think Gary Antoine. I think that those 2 styles is gonna be an explosive fight.
Gary Antoine will whoop his ass, bro.
I disagree, bro. Antoine, he get hit too damn much. The man don't keep his head off the line.
Matias.
And Matias clearly has more power than.
Yeah, he does. But I just still think Gary.
I don't even believe his power like that. Yeah. I understand the knockout shit, but I be watching it, bro. Like. It don't look like his power got the effect.
He got a body on his.
But this is the problem. As you know this, I watch not Baranchuk. What's the brother name?
Berlanga.
No, not Berlanga. the dude who he hurt. He was fighting at 40. Oh my God, what's his name? The black dude. It was a badass stoppage against him and Reed. Not Regis. Him and
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. Rancis Bartholomew. I watched Rancis Bartholomew, a dude who's not known for punching like that. He clipped Gary Antoine and had that man hurt in the ring, bro. He was hurt. Rancis Bartholomew had you hurt, and it was a bad stoppage.
I still think Gary Antoine dogs him.
Man, Gary Antoine get the shit. And I gotta see.
I got Gary Antoine being that bum.
I
gotta see.
I'm not jacking that nigga like that. I'm just not yet, bro. Because
I gotta see which Gary it is,
him, bro.
If this is the same Gary Antoine that was in the ring with what's the Ukrainian nigga name?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
If it's the same Antoine, the one that comes straight forward, don't understand how to move smother his work. Yeah, you can do that against certain fighters, but against Matias, you're not gonna be able to do that. And I think the fight is gonna be explosive. I think it's a fireworks fight. At the same time, if this man don't keep his head off the line, which we've seen him not do continuously, he gonna get fucked up in that fight. In my opinion, he gonna get fucked up.
I just don't. There's something about the bull, man. I ain't jacking the bull like that. He eyed to me. He just eyed to me.
I'm a hater of that nigga,
and it's not. And I'm gonna let you cook him. I'm gonna let you flame his ass because I feel the same way about the nigga too, a little bit to a certain extent. You go where you go at, and you can have your opinion. But I tend to agree with you. Like, I'm not jacking this nigga like that, bro. I'm just not, bro, because he get hit too much. He got his ass whooped by nobody, So what you think he gonna get? What's gonna happen when he get in there with Devin, Tank, Tiafimo? I think he can beat Ryan and them niggas.
But the problem is styles make fights. And so, because we understand that, you have to have a certain style to really test Matias. If you allow that man to come forward, you and quiet is kept, in my opinion, the man got an underrated jab. He has underrated footwork. He ain't the greatest at cutting the ring off, but he can mirror. He mirrored the shit out your ass. You know what I'm saying? And then what his opponents end up on the ropes. And so, if Antoine comes forward with that
unanimously by nobody though, it wasn't a split decision. He lost unanimously. You know what I'm saying? All three of the judges say he lost, and he was a big name at the time. You know what I mean? So
he ain't never been a big name.
I'm talking about when at the time when he lost to that guy, the people that showed up to that fight was there to see him. He was the bigger name. I'm not saying he was a superstar or a megastar, but it's the hometown guy is fighting such and such. You know what I'm saying? He's the guy. He's that guy. That's why they ran it back. That's why they rematched that back. You know what I'm saying? Because he was supposed to be the guy to win the fight. He was the favorite. You know what I'm saying? He got smoked by a guy nobody knows of, and he did come back and knock
a nigga from Kroger, man. Come on, man. Be back. Oh, Duff, hello, man. Oh, I'm by myself in this motherfucker, man. This shit crazy. PBC is a joke. They offer boots and standing orders for the TSL. Whatever, what for you, the Fed. Man, what niggas at, man? They done left me in by myself, bro. Hey, BVO, where you at, man? BVO. Oh, D3 in the back, man. Come on, man. Let's get this show started, man. It's only been 2 hours, man. I'm ready to cook, man. Where you at, BVO? BVO Lottie got more head than he got body. What's going on, man? No. Where everybody at, man? I don't know, Prize. I'm still on. I don't know. BVO, I don't know what BVO did. But what's his name? But Dub, he said he'll be back in a few and stuff. I don't know what happened, Prize. I'm still up here. I'm ready to cook, bro. What's going on? What's going on? BVO, wake up. I got kicked off. I don't know, man. I think that was BVO, man. I don't know, bro. BVO, you need to stop drooling, man. Wake up, man. Come on, let's get it. Shout out to the beautiful sister Tay Tay, man. The real queen of MMA and combat talk. Yeah, man. Let's go. I'm ready, man. I'm pumped. See, I done ran everybody off the panel, bro. Look at this. I done ran everybody off the panel, bro. I'm the boogeyman, bro. For real. I can't. I'll get KO off. What that mean? I done ran everybody off the panel. I'm the last man standing, bro. The king of the ring. Y'all know what's going on, man. I done ran D Free up out of here. I done ran Marky up out of here. I done ran Prize up out of here, man. I done ran Dub right side up out of here, man. Man. Who else? Who else is up here? Oh, yeah, I ran Shelton up out of here. He been ducking me for surely. Man, been ducking me, bro. I don't like that, man. I don't duck, man. Come on, man. Don't duck me, bro. I don't like that. Nah, some real stuff. Shelton been ducking me, bro. But you see this face right here? This is a face only a mother could love, man. And this face done ran all of them up out of here, bro. Ran out Prize, D Free. Well, Marky, he ran up out of here mad in the motherfucker because he know he wrong. Teofimo Lopez did not win that fight, bro. Whoever think that shit, bro, I don't know. I don't know. You need to get your eyes checked, bro. You got what Errol Spence got, cataracts. You got all the eye problems in the world, cause ain't no way. Ain't no way. That man ain't win that fight. I don't care. Oh, it was close. Nobody can convince me or sway my opinion no other way, bro. That man lost that fight, bro. Clearly. Trying to cap, bro. And ain't no way people think that Santa Martin beat him, but Ortiz ain't beat him. Stop it. Stop the cap. Stop the cap, bro. Come on, man. Hey, it's either BVO got to shut this down, man, or you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Can't leave the stream like this, man. BVO got to be aware, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to give access to other people, man. I don't know. No, man. Got to call him out of his slumber, bro. Whatever he doing. Eating, sleeping. He doing one of the two. If I could guess. I'm going to go with eating. He definitely eating. BVO not picking up. All right, man. I don't know. I don't know how y'all got kicked off, bro, because shit. I don't know. Unless it was MarkyDan hating. Because he the only person I would probably know who got the I don't know. Let me hit Marky up right. Yeah, I just hit Marky up, man. He should be able to. I don't know. BVO need to get out the kitchen and get out the fridge, man, and wake up, man. For real. Mm-mm-mm. And I don't know, man. I ain't gonna be on this motherfucker for too long. There you go. There you go, BVO. 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 There you go. Come on, man. Let's get it. Yeah, I'm ready to talk some more boxing, man. I want done. My boy Prize back in here, man. I'm fired up, man. Y'all got me ready to talk this boxing, bro. Yes, sir. Yo, Pride. Man, Prize done went to sleep now, bro. This is crazy. It
Hey.
was good, BVO, man.
Oh, what's up, man? How you feeling?
You act like you don't know niggas, man. What's going on, man?
You crazy, man. Stop it, man.
You don't see how I'm doing. I could have got shot, anything, but you know what I'm saying? You don't even know.
Hey,
Crazy.
man. How you
Yeah,
feeling?
where everybody went, man. Come on, man. Something like a funeral in here, man.
Oh, no, man. What happened to my man MarkyDan?
I ran him up out of here. You know the regular.
I ran up.
Ran that fool up out of here, bro. You know, he don't know how to take the intensity of this boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? Ran him up out of the lines. Then you know everybody else. They stood tall. They still firm. You know what I'm saying? Marky just can't handle it because he talking about the same stuff you talking about. TFE want to fight. Now I can't hear you, Price.
My brother
I thought
said,
D Free was backstage.
he said TFT want to fight.
Yeah, he ain't want to fight. You know it. I know it. Everybody else know it.
Yeah, I heard my man Stone Cold might come back, man. Do something with the WWE, man.
Man, you ain't ready for this WWE talk, bro. You got to stay in your lane, BVO. You know what I'm saying? All
No,
that
you're not,
football
man.
and basketball, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And boxing. But this WWE stuff is a different type of mindset you got to have. You know what I'm saying? You got to open your mind to different type of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was watching an episode recently. Your boy, Seth Rollins.
Can y'all hear?
I can't believe he was the man, man.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we
Y'all
can
hear
hear
me,
you.
bro.
That shit was tweaking.
Yeah,
Yeah, Seth
man.
Rollins cool, man, but he need to start wearing female clothes, man.
Oh, you sick, man.
What? What y'all talking about?
Oh, we talking about this wrestler that BVO know.
A wrestler?
Yeah.
What
No,
wrestler?
I ain't about. No, I heard Stone Cold might be coming back, man.
Nah, I don't think Stone Cold coming back, man. His knee
Nah,
is
that's what he
fucked
said.
up.
That's what he said.
I mean, Austin. I'd like to see Austin. I mean, that nigga was my dude back in the day. Yeah, him and
What
The
my
Rock.
man, what my man say, JR say the Texas rattlesnake.
When Rock threw that nigga belt off the bridge, then threw that nigga off the bridge back in the day, that shit was funny as shit to me, bro. The Rock like,
Yeah.
you want your damn intercontinental belt? We can take it, you piece of trash. Austin pulled up in the car. They started fighting. Rock threw that nigga off the bridge, yeah. Niggas thought, and and Jim Ross, he was like, Jim Ross, he could call that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had the charisma for it, bro. And when that was one of the funniest shit I ever seen, I was like, yo, wrestling is out of control,
Yeah,
bro.
And
wrestling
my
was
man
the,
came to
was
the
the
hospital and
best.
started beating up Vince McMahon.
Yeah, no, when he can't how about when he broke in Brian Pillman house and Brian Pillman pulled
And
the gun
put the
out?
strap out on him. Yeah.
He pulled the blick out, bro. That's when wrestling was savage, bro. You know what I'm saying? You
What
can't
that
do
boy
that shit
say?
now.
What that boy say? Austin, you're a fox.
Yeah,
Man,
Austin broke into Brian Pillman house, dog. That shit was
Yeah.
so funny. How
God,
about when he beat up Vince McMahon? Not Vince McMahon, but when he tried to break not Shawn Michaels, but Bret Hart leg, and Vince McMahon was like, "What the hell are you doing?" Austin was like, "I'm kicking ass." Yeah, that nigga. What you mean? What I'm doing? Yeah, no, that was some good ass
You know it's
wrestling.
so funny, man. You would never think in a million years it'd be a bunch of young black dudes that love Stone Cold, bro. This nigga
Why
came
not?
out with a little leather vest on and some doggone jean shorts.
that's
Shit,
crazy.
I used to like Austin. No, I hated Stone Cold Steve Austin when he was in WCW when he was stunning Steve Austin. I hated
And he
that
was the
nigga.
Hollywood Blondes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hated them niggas, man. I could not stand them niggas, bro. But then I didn't know who he was until I was like, oh shit, he cut his hair off, or his hair fell out, one or the other. But when he turned it, when he won that King of the Ring,
hmm
it was that nigga shit. That nigga. Then they brought the Rock in. He was the perfect rival. And Stone Cold to tell you, cause them broken skulls. I don't care. Nobody say. You can call me a geek, whatever. Them broken skulls. His podcast, that shit fire. When he be having them other wrestlers on, they be talking that
Oh, I know
shit.
what you're talking about.
You know
Yeah.
that broken skull
Yeah,
shit.
he
Shout
don't
out
do it
to
no
them.
more.
Yeah, I know, but that shit was fire, bro. Cause he'd tell you, goddamn, the Rock. He needed the Rock, bro. He said, "Can't nobody fuck with
You know
Rock
what
when
that
it
is? That's
come on."
that black and white. Black and white versus white cell, bro.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. And Stone Cold, he all right. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't seem like that type of dude. Because when he was getting punked and the white boy was trying to stunt on the black boy, Austin ain't like that shit. He was just a regular dude. You feel me? Austin was like, you a stupid son of a bitch. You know, he look in the mirror every day. You ain't see when they try to punk Austin? Dog, that shit was funny as hell, bro. They accused the black boy of stealing or some shit, and the boy fired him. Yo, Austin, that shit was so funny, dog. The Austin, my nigga, though. I fuck with him. I don't care about his personal life. His entertainment is great.
Yeah,
Period.
I don't know much about his personal life, man.
Right.
But he definitely was the king of wrestling,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
People say what they want, man. The Rock, man.
The Rock
I
is
never was a big fan of The Rock. I always felt like The Rock was
what?
like a. I always thought The Rock was a rip off of Booker T, man.
What?
You know, 5-time
Booker
WCW
T
World
was a
Champion.
rip off of The Rock, man. Stop.
I don't know about that, man. Booker T was
Booker T was
first,
trash, bro.
Booker
huh?
T was kind of like that, but The Rock had his own swag, his own lane, bro. He had his own like sayings and stuff, you know, like how the people's elbow, and he talking in third person. You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's like The Rock just had some kind of charisma about him, dog. That you couldn't fuck with. Austin knew that. Vince knew that. Them niggas like we gotta, you know what I'm saying. And on top of that, he come from a great family background with wrestling, and he just had it. You know what I'm saying? The Rock is way bigger than Austin, but
I
Austin is
don't know.
more.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't.
Man, you crazy.
Yeah,
Austin is
right
a vet.
now, hell yeah, he's way
Rock
bigger
is
than
a way
Austin.
bigger than Austin, but Austin is in wrestling is definitely a goat, bro. Because like the boy at work was talking about that. He was talking about the Mount Rushmore, and I was like, it's gonna be hard. I would have to break that shit down in eras. It'd be hard to do like all of the wrestlers, you know, from then until now. You feel me? So it'd be hard to do that. But Austin, that he on that bitch because him and The Rock, both of them, they trendset. You could argue the other two, but them two is on there because they did something different. They had some shit that nobody ain't never seen. That you was gonna watch that bitch on Monday, bro.
Yeah, I used to love Monday Night Raw, man.
That shit was fire back in the day, bro.
Yeah,
And
I just wish these wrestlers, you know, get the respect that they deserve. You know, it's choreographed, but them bumps that they take in that ring, that shit is real, bro. Like
oh yeah, no doubt,
they get
100%.
injured. You know what I'm saying? All that. This is
Hell
sport
yeah.
too. You know what I'm saying? It's just a mix of
Logan Paul tear his
it's
ACL out that
yeah.
motherfucker? Yeah.
It's just a mix of like how could I say it? Like a mix of movies with like a little athleticism. If y'all get what I'm saying, like
Yeah, no
it's
doubt.
it's
Still
choreographed. But
Scripted
it's still
reality.
sports,
yeah,
yeah.
fact.
But nevertheless, some boys are still landing wrong. Sometimes they land wrong. Sometimes they get injured, like you said, X. You know, so it's not completely fake. Yeah, it's scripted. We know that they already know who's going to win, who's going to drop the belt, whatever. They already know all that shit. But they still got to go in there and take risk and jump off the rope and do shit. You know what I'm saying? They trying to create new moves and make it entertaining, and it's getting more dangerous by the minute. But my daughter. My 10-year-old watched that shit. That's why I'm back starting to get back up on that shit because I need to know what's going on. Whatever she watching or listening to, I tap in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she likes Bianca. I like Bianca, but you know, wrestling, you know, they look like they all right. Triple H running shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with Triple H. That's my dude. But you know, I still like the old shit though. You know what I'm saying? When that shit pop up on my feed, bro, that shit ain't nothing like it, dog. Ric
Yeah,
Flair, that
man.
nigga flipping over the rope. That nigga flipped that nigga Sting through that nigga Rick to the turnbuckle. He flipped up on that joint, ran on the side of the ring, climbed up on the other turnbuckle. Yeah, that shit crazy to me when he do that, bro. Ric Flair crazy, man. I like that nigga Ric Flair, bro.
Yeah, Ric Flair, man, that's the best wrestler ever, man. I
That's
think.
cap. That is cap.
I
No,
don't say he's the best ever, but he's
I ain't
a
no better wrestler than Ricky Flair. Man.
That is cap. Shawn Michaels is a better in ring performer than that man, bro. Stop it.
Oh, you out your mind.
No, you out
that's
your
that's
mind, bro. Ric
that's
Flair said it
that's
himself.
debatable.
Ric
Yeah.
Flair said it himself out of his own mouth.
Because Sean was way more athletic than Rick. You know, that's why I give it to Sean, but that shit's still debatable because Rick used to do some crazy shit, bro.
Nah,
He
Ric.
did.
Ric
Nah,
Flair ain't wrestled in 100 years, man.
But them latter matches with Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels, man, them Jones was crazy,
Ric
boy.
Flair overrated, bro.
Nah.
He
I mean, you
overrated.
could probably say that because he was just all like persona, man.
Yeah, but he had all that charisma. He had all that character. He had all that. He was a real life. he riding yachts and rocking Rolexes and all the clothes. Nigga was like Ric Flair was like
highly influential, overrated, bro.
I give you that.
Also,
All
when
right,
he could say
but
he
he
slapped him on
was
the
pretty
chest.
good. Go ahead, BBO.
That boy used to have him chest slapped.
But he was pretty good. He wasn't a bad tactician in the ring.
Nah.
He knew not to fuck you up like Goldberg. They said that nigga Goldberg was too rough. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't
Niggas
trained
ain't want
properly.
And careers,
niggas ain't
man.
want to wrestle right. That nigga Goldberg was a savage. You know what I'm saying? So
What they call him,
but
Bill Goldberg.
yeah, that Goldberg that he was a savage. But
Only dude I hated was Rikishi, man. I thought he was so zesty, bro. Like,
I didn't. I like
Now,
Rikishi, but I ain't like all that
let me
extra
say
shit
this.
they
Let
have
me
him
say
doing,
this.
man.
Let me say this. Now we know that Vince McMahon is the scumbag that he is, and he want to say all that stuff he did was for storylines. All of these characters, these zesty characters that we see
That
on
nigga
TV,
like that shit.
he created those things. He was into that type of shit. So
Mm-hmm.
when you see him getting his face stuffed in, you know what, and all this stuff, it's
Yeah,
because that's what
he
that's
liked
his
that
kink.
shit.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
liked that shit low
like
key.
Goldust
Like Gold Dust, yeah.
when he created that documentary, that Dusty Rhodes documentary. That shit crazy. When when Goldust when Dustin Rhodes presented that shit, he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." You know what I mean? But when he got into character and got the script and all that, he was like, "Yo, what?" And Vince wanted him to do this, and Dustin was like, "Too late." Dustin already had said he was going to do it, so he wanted his shot, so he went and did it. Man, that joint was deep. Where he ain't like that at all. You know what I'm saying? And Dusty Rhodes, back in the day, he was the man in WCW. He was a matchmaker. He brought the talent in a lot. And Dusty Rhodes had a lot of pull, right? And when the Road Warriors took them spikes and supposedly poked his eyes out on TV, yo, that nigga got fired as soon as he got backstage, dog. They did not like that on live TV, bro.
Yeah, all that stuff is Vince McMahon, bro. He worse than Diddy, bro.
Well, that wasn't Vince McMahon in the WCW. That was I forget his name, but that Dusty Rhodes got fired immediately, bro. That's why his ass was in the
No, I'm
WCW.
talking about Vince.
Oh, but Vince, yeah, Vince is that's messed up because I like Vince McMahon from back in the day when he used to call the fights or call the matches or whatever. So I feel shitty, but I don't feel shitty because like, come on, bro, like what kind of weird shit you on, bro? Like you can do it, like you a billionaire, man. Act accordingly. They all weird though.
I don't know if you heard what this man was doing to that female, but it's
Yeah, I did. I definitely did. But
unthinkable, bro.
yeah, I wouldn't even get hard off no shit like that. Like I ain't like that shit too weird. So, like them billionaires is weird, man. All the niggas is weird. Bro. They got too much money and too much time. They start thinking of weird shit to make
Yep.
up. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, well, if you was a billionaire prize, you would do it. I'm like, no, the fuck I wouldn't. I would dress the way I dress now. I just probably have certain shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change. Like I don't. It's no amount of money that can change me. You know what I'm saying? It'll change, like Dion said, my address and my wardrobe and all that shit, but my character and me, I'm not gonna want to do nothing with no little young girl. I don't want to see that shit. That shit not gonna be in none of my parties. You getting throwed out. You're gonna get beat up. You're gonna be on camera. You're gonna go to jail. Cause I'm like, I got 2 daughters. Like that weird shit is for the birds. You can give me $100 billion. You won't catch me on no weird shit, period, bro.
Man, free Vince McMahon, dude.
Man, hell
Fuck
no.
that, man. Vince
I ain't
McMahon
gonna be
don't do none of that stuff.
doo-dooing. I don't play with doo-doo and butts, and I don't do all that weird shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is weird with all that money, man. All them niggas, bro. If it was me, I would just be normal, man. And I donate half that shit so they don't try to come and kill my ass. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'll take my $1 billion and be like, goddamn, I want to see some fights. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do with my $1 billion. I wouldn't be weird with my shit. I want to see fights.
That's
You
the
know what I'm
world,
saying?
man. No.
Niggas is weird, bro, but the
It's
wrestling
weird.
shit.
It's weird, man, because it's like Vince, man, I can't believe they doing that to Vince McMahon. We don't know the
He did
whole
it to
story, man.
himself.
Yeah, he did to himself, bro.
That nigga resigned ASAP. He ain't fight that shit. Vince, you think Vince want to be out of wrestling? It's probably killing him at the crib, bro. That nigga is miserable with all that money.
Hell yeah.
That nigga's miserable because he can't be a part of wrestling. And there's more stuff going to come out. He knows it. He's going to lose a ton of money. Shane, for whatever reason, can't be him and run it. So he had to pass it off to his daughter. His daughter married Triple H, and Triple H is wrestling. You know what I'm saying? People don't like Triple H because of the spot he's in. I like Triple H because, you know what I'm saying, he cares about wrestling. You know what I'm saying? If anybody gonna do it, and Vince can't do it, and Shane can't do it, then shit, Triple H is perfect for it. What else he got to do? He ain't a movie star like The Rock. He ain't trying to chill on a ranch like Austin. Undertaker, he ain't in a biker club with the Undertaker. Who else to do it? Shawn and them do too much drugs allegedly back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It's Triple H was the only nigga that was.
Shawn Michaels run development. He run the development system.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he does. I'm sure Shawn is tied into, because Triple H and Shawn is friends. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure he got his man's tied into it, to the billionaire. But right now, Triple H is running the show, and there's nobody better than Triple H to run the show right now. Nobody, bro. All the old niggas is too old. Sergeant Slaughter and all them niggas, bro. And who was the nigga? William Regal and them niggas he was trying to bring back. You know what I mean? You got niggas like Paul Heyman and all them niggas running around, and what's this, Eric Bischoff? Them niggas can't do WWE. Vince don't, man. Triple H is perfect for it, bro. He WWF, bro.
Yeah, you sound crazy, man. Triple H is like,
You sound crazy, man.
Man,
that
Triple H
nigga's
and
got it.
DX, he's
How you
crazy, bro.
sound crazy, BVO? How you sound crazy,
That's
bro?
cat, BVO. Triple H and DX, dog. DX took over. They changed the game to another. They went to another level on TV. You know what I'm saying? They trendsetted shit. Triple H was a big part of that, bro. The
Man,
game, like,
stop
come
the
on,
cap,
man.
bro. It wasn't because no Triple H, nigga.
I said he was a part of it. I didn't say it was because of Triple
It
H.
was
He was a
because
big
of X Pop, and I
man.
can't
Well,
put that
he
on.
ain't
What,
popular
bro?
no Triple
Stop, bro.
H,
This
bro.
man just
Stop,
love
bro.
saying blasphemy, bro. Bro.
Yeah. When
Who,
that
X
DX
Pop?
music used to come on, and Triple H and Mike and Shine used to come out there, that nigga used to be, you know how Shine is. That nigga like
Man, wasn't
gyrating
that
all
Shawn
around.
Michaels group? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about DX, nigga.
Yeah, wasn't that Shawn Michaels group?
Yeah, it was.
DX.
I mean, you talking about that dude? What Triple H wasn't nothing but an extra, man. You talking about?
That is true.
Triple H stepped this shit way up,
You
nigga.
stepped it up, though.
Way up, bro. Triple H character turned. Triple H character was end up being a good dude. I used to hate it, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, when he was trying to be like a croquet, what they call it, a croquet player, you know, riding on a polo player and shit. When they changed him to the game, man, that nigga Triple H stepped this shit up, bro. And he can wrestle. You know what I'm saying? You got to count that shit too, bro. So to me, Triple H was a major part of DX. Major part. That shit would not have worked without Triple H. And it definitely wouldn't have worked without Shawn. That's why I said he was a big part of DX, dog. You know what I'm saying?
BVO don't know wrestling, bro.
Yeah, he don't know. I don't
You
know
got
what
your
I'm doing
mind,
this with
dog.
BBL.
You got your mind, man.
BBL,
But
we might need a wrestling show, BBL. They might like that shit.
hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. I like the way wrestling's going, man. I'm actually gonna have to start paying attention more, man. You know, I've seen a lot. I seen they got a brother and his wife, man, actually doing a.
Yeah, Bianca.
Yeah, I want to say. I think it's on Netflix, man. So I'm gonna have to start
Nah.
watching.
Is it? I was watching it with my daughter. That's how I learned about this shit. My
Yeah.
daughter was watching reality. I'm like, you watching a reality show? I'm like, oh hell no. That first thing I thought I was Love and Hip Hop. But then when I seen how clean it was, and I seen it was WWE, I was like, oh okay. And I was like, damn, little shorty 140, yo, that joint all right. You know what I mean? I was looking at the joint, I'm like, the joint Bianca, all right. You know what I mean? And her dude on there, and it's love, and it's not a lot of fighting, and it's, you know, the board, was he gonna make it to WrestleMania? You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of shit going down on that show. So I was watching it with my daughter. But that's a nice little storyline with Bianca and they got going on. I like that, sister.
Oh, yeah,
I'll tell you
she
what
real
though, man,
talented.
wrestling's in a good place, and I can't. I gotta say this, man. It's been a while, but it's almost on fire like it used to be, man.
Yeah,
Everywhere you
a
go,
lot of people saying that, but it's still not. We still
I
not getting them
can't.
old fans back. We
Yeah,
still in
yeah, I'm one of them fans, X, that you can't. That I'm not
I'm
all
an
the way
old
back,
fan
bro.
too, man. So
I can't come back all the way invest like I did when Raw's War first came out. Monday Night Raw and
Yeah, I
Monday
understand.
Night Nitro was, and Nitro WCW had a nice little thing going on against WWF.
Yeah, they beat them for 83 weeks straight.
Yeah, WCW had some shit going on over there. I was over there for a little bit, like WWF trash. You know what I'm saying? And I had to come back to WWF 'cause that's where I started at. You know what I'm saying? But like I like the old wrestling. The '80s going into the '90s was dope, and then the 2000s was amazing. You know what I'm saying? But the
Hey, my
'80s
favorite
wrestling
was
was
my
cool
man,
too.
bald Kurt Angle. Man, when Kurt Angle lost his hair, he was a monster.
Yeah, that nigga. I
Yeah,
like
that
Kurt
nigga
Angle.
nice,
That
bro.
nigga's a
That
savage.
nigga, he one of the greatest in that ring, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kurt. Hey, you know,
I
Kurt
like
Angle
Kurt
don't get
Angle.
enough credit, man. He's probably one of the best wrestlers ever, man.
Oh yeah,
Well, that
nah, he
nigga
get
won a
enough
gold
credit for sure.
medal in
I
real
mean, I
life.
remember seeing him. He was slamming the shit off the Rock back in the day.
Yeah. That nigga won a gold medal in real life. You know what I mean? He knows the
Hey,
basics of wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
They say once he started doing them perks, like
Yeah.
his level of wrestling was like peaking, like through the roof. When he started doing them perks.
And Perky's had that nigga tweaking, boy. That nigga's in the ring tweaking. His character, I fuck with Mankind too, though. That nigga, Mick Foley, that nigga is a savage, yo. The way he just sacrifices life, yo, for
yeah,
to
my boy
entertain
Dude
me, yo.
Love.
That nigga had multiple characters, split personality. When that nigga was Mankind, when he was doing that interview with Jim Ross, and he put that nigga in the mandible claw, I was crying,
Oh yeah,
bro.
that shit was funny.
And Jim Ross knew it was about to happen. Mankind jumped on him, and that nigga was snapped, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That interview made him a star right there in the
Yeah,
WWF.
yeah. And them Undertaker matches, man, them Jones was crazy. When he threw Mick through that cage, Undertaker didn't know. They didn't know that shit was gonna give out like that. Undertaker thought he killed that nigga. Undertaker, I said, I thought I killed him. He said the cage wasn't supposed to that joint wasn't supposed to give out like that when he choke slammed him through that shit.
Yeah, and then
Yo,
the chair was coming down from the shit and hit him in the face, and his tooth got stuck
yo,
in his
man, Mankind used to do crazy stuff, man. He used to just flip over the ropes. Yo, that nigga was
Ain't crazy.
crazy.
He ain't crazy than New Jack though. New Jack got a mental case. I don't know if y'all know New Jack is.
I don't know New Jack.
Yeah,
The
New
only
Jack from
nigga
ECW.
he knew.
Nah, he from ECW. He ain't new. He from the '90s.
Him. I ain't know nothing about the ECW in the '90s, bro. I knew nothing about it. It wasn't
One thing
known
I know
around.
is my man Bobby Lashley, man, from ECW.
He not from ECW, bro. He was that was the reboot that Vince tried to bring to WWE. That shit's trash. Bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
word.
okay.
I never knew these niggas y'all niggas is talking about because
All
I
right, so
probably
the guys that came from ECW is RVD, the
I know
Dudleys.
RVD. Yeah, I know
Look,
the
look, look.
Dudleys. Yeah,
Hold on, let me say it. The guys that came from there, RVD, the Dudleys,
right. I
the
remember that.
Hardys.
Hmm.
Steve Austin came from ECW. Most people don't know that. Stone Cold, no, Stone Cold was created in ECW. The character. Most people don't know that. Paul Heyman helped create that character.
Hmm.
Who else came from EC? Chris Jericho came from ECW. Well, he was in WCW
I'm
first.
about to say he was in WCW too, though.
Then he went to ECW.
Hmm.
Who else? Tommy Dreamer. I don't know if y'all know that.
I know Tommy Dreamer. Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
came from ECW.
Okay, X. Okay, X.
Yeah, a lot of them niggas came from ECW. I'm trying to
X.
think. I'm missing.
You fucked with that shit, then.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can sit
ECW.
there and talk with you. I can talk with you about this shit.
ECW was important to the Monday Night War. Not a lot of people know that shit. It was important.
Definitely.
They was
Especially the
giving.
Dudley boys, man. They took it to another level, man. What they that just their the way they were choreographed together, the way they was on point. Like, that was a good ass tag team. There's some good ass tag teams. Like my favorite tag team is the Road Warriors or Legion of Doom, whatever you want to call them. And I like them niggas, and I like the Rockers, man. The Rockers was they never used to let them niggas win, man. They used to never get the belt. Sean and them, man. I used to love them niggas when I was a young boy, man. But they used to
Hey,
get beat the fuck up. Like the natural disasters whooped their ass in that one fight in that WrestleMania, the earthquake and typhoon beat the brakes off the Rockers, bro. I was salty as
yo,
shit that day.
it's your boy BVO Boxing. It's your boy Prize Fighter. Of
BBO had
course,
to end that shit.
we got my brother, man. Athletic Mind in the house. Been hanging out with the brothers, man. Coming
Yeah,
soon, we got the BVO Wrestling Show, man. Don't miss it. Coming soon, the BVO Wrestling Show, man. Salute to my man MarkyDan, the Sugar King Eater, man. We gone, man. We off tomorrow. Happy Valentine's Day to
yeah.
everybody, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We only 25 subscribers away So never mind, hit that. So cancel that. We keep going, man. It's your boy BVO Boxing. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the